hello there. Hello there indeed. And here we are. Another day, another stream. How are we all doing out there? God, London Calling last night. What a blast that was. With Billsy and Andrew, aka Brick and Brew. That was good fun, wasn't it? Totally loved it last night. It was almost like the perfect 3 hours. It really was. And hopefully today you'll have another perfect 3 hours as well of us. So it's an interesting set because I'm curious how long this is going to take to build, because I did the cozy house the other day. You might just be able to see it just over there, just above Luke Skywalker's Funko Pop head, and did that in 3 and a bit hours. But today's going to be a little bit different. It's the London Eye, of course. Oh, actually, I've got London Calling up there. I've got the wrong backdrop. That almost comes across as being slightly unprofessional. But anyway, let's change that round, shall we? You can see me doing it live, folks. So as you can see, we've got London Calling 161 out there. And this is what you do when you want to actually add a different background. So what you do is in StreamYard, you go to a different background. What shall I use? I'll tell you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use, let's go and find that. Got overlays, got loads of video overlays. Here we go, background music. You're gonna see me doing it live. Should we have a Batman background? Not Batman stream, is it? Let's not do that. What about a bit of a POW one? Well, it's not really a comic book character. Red wooden one? Don't really go. What about a Christmassy one? Not really feeling too festive. It's not Christmas, is it? Got this one here. Not really that kind of appropriate, I guess. But anyway, we could go for something like that. It's Darth Vader. He's got balloons. That'd be a good one to use with up. Note to self, I'll use that one. Could do this one. I mean, we are very British after all. We're very, very UK orientated. But I reckon let's go with the usual backdrop, shall we? Let's go for something a little bit intergalactic. Maybe this one, or maybe we'll go with this one. There we go. Let's do that one. That's a nice one. And a nice big Lego background. And that's it. That's how I select my backgrounds. Normally speaking, I go something that's a little bit more, how can I put it, in tune with what I do. But I think this is a nice one. I think this is a nice one to use. And the cool thing about today, folks, is that it's not just me. I'm going to have a few friends coming on today. I've got the likes of Fooding with Bricks, Lady McBrick, Matt Elder, and Craig will be popping in and out from time to time as well. And always, as always, folks, if you want to support the channel, you've got 2 ways of doing it. You can either give us a super chat, stick your name up there. You can just about see it. It's a little bit overexposed, actually, on London Wall. And I'll give you a shout out on Instagram, and I'll play a video and all that sort of love that I like to do. Or, of course, you can join the membership and become a bigger part of the LBB family. Anyway, let's say hello to a few of you that are out there today. I always like Saturdays because they're kind of like, it's almost like the after party, really. The day after the night before of London Calling. Got Minifig Who out there. Good to see you, dude. How you doing? Chris as well. He's going to be on radio too a little bit later. I think he's doing some sort of quiz or something like that, which is going to be nice. Good luck with that, Chris. Hopefully they don't ask you any Lego questions. I'm only joking. Actually, do you know what? Talking of Lego questions, this came up the other day.
Right then, Eleanor, we come to you. 45 seconds for Eleanor, please. The magazine Blocks is predominantly about which building toy?
Lego.
Correct. Right then.
Well done, you. She got a 10 out of 10 for that. I think she went on to win it, but let me know if you watched it as well. So, tipping point, couldn't believe it. I came down, I was like, well, I know this answer. It's Blocks. And of course, Blocks magazine's got issue 101. It's just come out this week, actually. And it's a humdinger with a chap in it called Simon Pickard, who I actually interviewed whilst I was up at Bricktastic this time last week. In fact, I was there this time last week, which was good fun. The vlog for that will be coming out this Tuesday, folks. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, let's say hello to Brickapix. She's popped in as well. Hello, you. She got a very good good news, shall I say, through the post today, which was exciting. Anyway, good to see you all out there. Like I say, folks, these are a completely different kind of gig to London Calling. But anyway, it's great to have you all here. What does Chris say? He said, I want to reference Drop of the Radio Lego Star Wars related. Oh, you never know. There we go. Tell him that we're streaming, Chris. We'll get some views over it. Anyway, let's start bringing in a few people, shall we? First of all, we'll bring in the artiste himself. It is, of course, Matt the Elder. Hello, Matt. How you doing?
Good. How you going?
All right, my friend. Great to have you here. I nearly started it with last night's London Calling background on there. I was like, oh, I need to change that. Sometimes it does happen, and sometimes I just change it about people even realising. I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to walk people through how I do it. It's quite simple. No problem. I've got about a choice of about 20 to do. But it is the Mandalorian. It is the way. Good to have you here. You're going to be doing Star Wars as well today. I think you're building the same as what I'm building.
Yeah, doing the Starfighter as well. I think sort of originally done the mock version and meant to pick this up, and picked it up when it first came out, and meant to do a comparison. And 6 months, a year goes by, and still haven't opened the box.
Never got round to it. What makes me laugh? I have seen a load of Lego YouTubers talking about how good the Mandalorian is to have back, but they're all doing videos showing the Razor Crest. Completely the wrong shit. Razor Crest doesn't exist anymore. It's blowing up. But anyway, it's good to have you here. Anyway, let's bring on someone else, Lady McBrick. She's out in the back. She's just about made it by the skin of her teeth. But what can I say, folks? This is the way we rock and roll sometimes. Lady McBrick, how the devil are you? How you doing?
I am amazing. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. I'm loving the t-shirt. I've got a Mando top on, and so have you. Look at this. Love that. It's done in like sort of a proper sort of 70s art, would you say?
Right.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I reckon Matt could draw that. I reckon Matt could do a good version of that as well. It's very cool. I love it. I've watched it. I've only seen it once. This week's episode of the Mandalorian. Have you guys seen it as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you enjoy it? Because I thought it was a very very cool start to the season.
I was a bit I wasn't disappointed. I was confused where I haven't read anything up front where the season goes. So I thought of, what is the season about? Going to Mandalore, taking a bath at the end of the season. Okay, great.
Right, I think someone needs to study a little bit more of the Star Wars lore, but that is funny.
She has kind of summed it up. Potentially, that's the whole thing.
that is going to be the season. Yeah, I think there's going to be a unification with the Mandalorians. But anyway, I think a little bit more study required. I think for the Star Wars stuff. It's all about the Mandalorian way. And their ceremonies, which is exactly the season will end as the season kicked off with the ceremony of the Mando ways. But anyway, we've got someone who studies these ways. He's watched season 2 30 times, he reckons. Anyway, he's gonna be my go-to man for all things Mandalorian, that's for sure. Because you got to watch it 30 times. You must be able to recite everything. Anyway, let's bring him in, shall we? It is of course Bazza, aka This Is the Way Cullis.
How you doing, peeps?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Good to see ya. Nice to see ya.
Yeah, you're looking very well. I'm loving the t-shirt as well.
Got to do him proud, old Grogu.
Yeah, it's looking good. You've got a lot of Grogu going on there. Bloody hell, mate! I can see 4 Grogus on the go there.
Yeah,
5 if you include the box. They're everywhere.
The marketing is working very well on Bazza.
It is,
it certainly is.
It's
definitely going to work on me easy. I'm a sucker for it. I've got to admit.
Yeah, me too, dude. Did you enjoy this week's episode?
I loved it. It's a great first episode to set up for the rest of the season, and it's a lot more than just having him baptized.
There is some more to take away from it, isn't there?
It's going to be a lot more than just that. It is the gist, but there's going to be a lot more than that.
Yeah, it is. I think it's funny what people tap into, isn't it? What their takeaways are. Bricker Picks out there says, "Hi, Nicole." She also goes on to say, "Thanks to the minifig who." He's giving out some love there. Hi, Matt. Yeah, Bricker Picks. Does it feel weird that we're not at the convention this week? It feels really strange. It just does. I like the t-shirt, Nicole. I need it. That is a really cool t-shirt.
That is a nice t-shirt.
I do like the 70s vibe of art. What do you think of it, Matt? Is 70s that style of art? It's almost like the original Marvel sort of universe stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very comic booky in terms of you got that heavy black graphic style to it. So yeah, no, it's cool.
I do like that style, and it works really well on shirts. I thought
you now say on me. It's
on you. Hey, look, you always make things look good. I like the fact that I'm wearing a Mando shirt. Baz is wearing a Mando shirt. Lady McBrick's wearing a Mando shirt. And Matt looks like he's going to go and do a round of golf. There we go.
Consistency.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, folks, we've got Dusty Bricks out there. He goes, what a great bunch here. One day, I want to be as good as you, Greg, and LBB streams. I was just about to practice my stuff, but I hate streaming when anyone else is. Oh, well, don't worry about Dusty Bricks. Just tune in and watch this. Someone earlier on as well was saying on Instagram that they picked up the N-1 Starfighter for 20 quid. They went to their toy shop. The box was all beaten up. I mean, it just looks like it's been kind of just thump a few times. And they got it for 20 quid. I mean, I'd be quite happy not even to have a box for 20 quid and accept it for that. But
yeah,
what can you say? Yeah. Dusty Bricks. I think we'll call Matt the Mando caddy or something like that. You know what I mean? It really does. But anyway, all right, good stuff. So yeah, while Matt strangles our ear holes whilst he's unpacking something, is that not you? Is that Bazza?
It's Bazza.
No,
Baz? No,
I've turned it off, mate. What, mate?
No, it was you. Go on, press it down. I think he's using a different mic. Go on, press it down. We can.
Hello?
Go on, say
Can you hear
something.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Matt. We can hear you, Baz.
Why didn't that work?
We still hear you.
You're using the wrong input.
Ah, hang on.
Put it in the wrong hole, Baz.
Oi, I never put it in the wrong hole.
Oh, don't you? Okay.
Now look what you made me say.
Yeah. There we go. We've got a couple of brickheads out there. A couple of brickheads. They can't get away from YouTube at the moment. They're killing it. They really are. Good to see you here, guys. Yeah, so whilst Bazza sorts out, I don't know what Bazza is building. Where did we get to? What do we think he's building? Hold on. Bazza, if you hold up something, let's see if we can tell what you're building.
If it's not Grogu, just kick him off the stream.
It's not the Grogu. He's doing the N-1 Starfighter. We're all doing the N-1 Starfighter. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. We can have a race. It could be like a bloody race. Whoever builds this, Matt's building it as well. Lady McBrick, what are you going to be building today?
not the N1, but something that you know of.
Oh yeah.
Because I am finishing.
Oh, she's doing the AT-AT. There we go. All right. That's fair enough.
Nice.
Fair enough. Good stuff. Fair enough.
I hope
like
I
the
still
AT-AT.
have all of the bags, because the bags move from room to room, and I hope I didn't lose.
I got my AT-AT legs over there. I got the AT-AT at the moment. The UCS one is in about 5 different locations. It is. God help me if I can't find all the parts for it. But there we go. So I too.
Have you been swapping your Duplo legs for AT-AT legs?
Well, you know, it makes me walk around like bloody RoboCop. It does. But anyway, folks, this is the original playset that Lego came out with for the Razor Crest, which I quite like the Razor Crest. In all honesty, it is a great ship. With the keyboard, so I don't start typing stuff. It's a brilliant set. It really is, and the UCS set is amazing as well. It really is. So it's going to be a change of gear, because obviously it got blown up by Gideon's light cruiser. So I too am going to be building myself. I mean, if you followed the thumbnail, you'll be disappointed if I'm not. So on that note, folks, I'm going to go and get some bricks. Be interesting to see what we all think of it, but by the end of it as well. I don't think it would take that long to build. It's half the size of the cozy house that I built the other day. But we'll see how we get on. I'm looking forward to it. Look, it's got some great minifigures in it. But you know what, folks? On that note, I'll be back very, very soon. And while you're out there, right, check out all the peeps that are in the panel. All the details are down in the description below. And you know what? While you're there, give us a thumbs up. You know what? You can have a little chit chat with each other. I'll be back soon. again. That's nice, isn't it? That's all rather lovely. I love that music. I actually genuinely like listening to it. What mic are you using, Bazza? What mic are you using? Are you using that? Yeah, that's I can really hear the Lego. Just rub the mic with your finger, and we'll know if you're using it. Then, no, you're not using it. But that's what it sounds like when I'm doing it.
So it's not coming through on there. Let me see what I can do.
Well, you can tell because when you're moving your bricks, I've got to be careful how you say that. You can hear it rustling. Oh, he's gone. He's disconnected himself. Oh well, bloody. That was a bit extreme, wasn't it? Reboot your system. Oh well, Baz will be back in a minute. I love it. I tell you, I love it as well. Topic Bricks is out there. Topic Bricks, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. We've got loads of people out there. 23. Blimey, that's very good. Do us a favour, folks. Give us a thumbs up. You know where it goes. I don't ask very much of you lot. Just give us a thumbs up. Check out everyone who's in the description below. And that's it. Let's get building. I want to build this thing. So let's get going. So we're doing bag one. Yeah, I haven't done no pre-building or nothing on this set because I don't think it really is going to take too long. In all honesty, there's the sticker sheet, and that's it. So Nicole, was you going to say something?
No, I was just agreeing with you, nodding in agreement.
Oh, nodding in agreement. Good stuff. Right, let's build straight away. First thing I pick up is green. That's a bit weird, isn't it, for a Lego Star Wars color? Have you got much more left to do, Lady McBrick, on your AT-AT?
5 bags. So loads to do.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, this N-1 Starfighter only actually comes with 2 bags, but there's about 5 bags in each. So
yeah,
there's that to deal with, which is cool. Oh, he's back.
Right.
He's back. Let's see if he's managed to sort his settings out. Let's bring him in. Boom, boom, boom. How you doing?
Let's test it. All right?
Yeah. Just go like that. That's it. You're using it now.
Wicked.
Perfect.
Nice one.
Good
Cheers,
stuff.
guys.
No, that's all right, man. The sound's always a thing. I mean, look, I started the stream. I still had London Calling background on. That was the thing. And I was ready like 2 hours ago, and I still missed it. But honestly, folks, if you see what happens in the background when you're doing a live stream, you'd be amazed that these things even ever happen. What we got going on out there? I just saw an Irish fan of Legos out there. Irish fan of Lego. Lovely to see you. Let me know what you lot are building as well today. If you're out there building something, and you could be shopping, you could be going down the mystery aisle of Aldi, for all I know. We've got a survey running as well. Matt, I'm going to give you one job to do today, and one job only. Before we leave the stream, remind me that I've got a survey running. I had about 2 seconds. I remembered yesterday, last night, where just as the credits were rolling, I stopped the survey in time. And do you know what? Just so everybody knows what the outcome of yesterday's survey was last night on London Calling 161, 67% of people did not and have not and will not be buying Lego this week, which I'm not overly surprised about, to be honest. That'll all change come May the 1st and April the 1st when we get the CMF series and the Star Wars stuff coming out. But this weekend's all about Rivendell. Rivendell's a thing.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow, Matt. I think they're signing it in Leicester Square, aren't they?
Is it tomorrow? Yeah, I guess
The
it
5th.
will be.
It's the 5th tomorrow.
That'll be
5th
tomorrow.
March.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in March already. Where's the year going?
Right. Greg, did you specify yesterday whether to buy it from Lego or from Amazon? Because Amazon Germany, for the new January 1st set, they already start discounting them.
Yeah, I bought a set the other day. It was £25 set. I got it for £10 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Lego City set. We got we got a London AFO out there, Matt. He's like us. He's that Jonathan Gow bloke. Hi, folks. Just hopping in to say hello.
Hey,
I've been chatting with Jonathan quite a lot this week, as it happens, over on Slack. That's a hideous name for an app. That is Slack. It's the sort of thing my nan used to wear. She used to wear slacks. Do you remember the oldies back in the day used to call them slacks, Baz?
What? Yeah. Where are we going with this?
I'm saying that's what they used to call them, slacks. I'm going to go and put my slacks on. You're like, all right, fair enough. Keep it to yourself. Check out the survey, folks. We've got 21 votes or 30. we've got how many so far? We've got 21 votes, which is pretty cool. I nearly said 32 then, but it's for some reason it's saying today's 32 minutes ago this stream started. I better start building some more stuff. Anyway, good to see you, Jonathan. Hope you had a good weekend so far. Have you been venturing to Blue Water, or are you waiting until next week, Jonathan? Interesting to know. I don't think I'll actually even buy anything on AFOL Day, in all honesty. Matt, are you interested in buying anything?
I was, and then the Bricklink designer turned up today, so it's kind of like, okay, that's got me for a bit.
Oh, someone's bought the chalet. Is it the chalet one that you got?
I got them all apart from the building site, and they all turned up today.
Really? Oh, I haven't received anything yet.
Which is kind of funny because over the last couple of weeks, when you guys have all been talking about it, and like, oh yeah, we got this confirmation email, this, that, and the other, I got nothing. So I, rang up Lego during the week and going, I haven't gotten anything yet. Is everything okay? And like, yeah, it's fine. It's it'll be there. It'll be coming. And then just notification yesterday, it popped up today. So
that's amazing.
That's similar to me though, because I put in an order, pay for it on PayPal, and I got a receipt on PayPal, but not through Lego.com.
Oh.
So I just thought, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to push it. If I have it, it's a lovely set to have. If not, then I'm not too worried. And I've not heard nothing. So
are you going to phone it, Baz?
Nah, I'm not going to bother.
Is it? What did you get? You went for the chalet, didn't you?
I went for the chalet. It's a beautiful set, but I think it's just a little bit out of place for what I buy now, because I'm a little bit more refined in what I choose Lego wise now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
refined meaning you're a bit more choosy about.
I'm a little bit more picky about what I buy now because of my other hobby. Because I've neglected my other hobbies for a few years. So
your other hobbit. What's your other hobbit?
Hobbies. Hobbit.
Oh, okay.
No, it did sound like Hobbit. It's like,
Did I sound like Hobbit?
Is that why we haven't seen him for a while? He's been out attending to his Hobbit in the cage.
In the Shire. I've been stalking the Shire.
Oh yeah, fooling with Shires. Check that channel.
Why does everyone have to put fooling with before they have
it
just makes you sound really creepy. Thanks.
You are really creepy. What are you talking about? Is Bazza fooling with unethicalness? Creepy Baz. That would have been a good name for your channel. Creepy Baz.
I ain't the Burgundy Prowler, am I?
Oh, the Burgundy Prowler. The Burgundy Burglar. I tell you what, folks, right? Sometimes on Discord, right? Oh, please, Nora. That's all right. Brighton are beating West Ham 3-0 at the moment. That's not good. No surprise there. They're like a bogey team for West Ham, they are. Honestly, though, folks, so obviously I'm on a Discord server. Anyone who's a member out there is on the Discord server as well if they want to be. And one time, right, it was freezing. It was quite cold. I had a burgundy hat on. I had a burgundy jumper. I was wearing a burgundy jumper and a burgundy tracksuit bottoms. And I think I was actually even wearing burgundy socks. And the grief I was getting off the likes of Bazza and Craig and everything like that. I shouldn't have bothered to turn the cat. I thought, are they going to say anything? Nah, probably not. Of course they did. Of course we don't. Yeah, that was a subtle mistake on my part.
You look like you was going out on the prowl, mate.
They're going out on the prowl.
Neighbourhood.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go over the forest and go. I don't know.
Sneak up on the deer.
Go squirrel hunting or something. Maybe things they're running around like monkeys. What can I say? Now then, let's say hello to a few peeps that have popped in as well. We've got Cat Colours out there. Hello, Cat. How you doing? I thought we might see you today, seeing as this is a Star Wars stream. Good to see. Hope all is well with you and the rest of the gang at Blocks. Got Anna Ray saying, I'm on chapter 5 of Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth. It's my first time reading the book series. Never seen the movies either.
Books are much better.
Yeah, well, books can be much better though, can't they? That's the thing. There's no budget to worry about and stuff like that. We've got Brick Hive out there as well saying good morning. It's 11 a.m. or rather, I should say now it's 11:30 a.m. out there on the east coast of America. Good to see you, dude. Hope all is well. Dusty Bricks is saying hello to the Hive Star, and Simon's out there as well. Simon, good to see you. Hope all is good with you. So yeah, so how's everyone's weekends been so far? Mine's been quite a bit of a slow start, really. In all honesty, I haven't done too much. Nicole, you been up to much today?
Not today, just relaxing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. That's gonna be me tonight. That will be. I'm gonna do nothing. Yeah. Now I will say that I've got to get this out of my system because it's Star Trek and this is a Star Wars stream. I will say this though: Picard season 3 is very good. If I haven't heard anyone talking about it, but I'm watching it so far and I'm loving that. So
it's the final one, right?
I think so. Well, I'm not sure it will be the final one as such, but maybe the last one with Picard in it. But it is very good. I do like it. I know Baz is not into Star Trek, doesn't float his boat, which is fair enough. But what about you, Matt? Are you watching Picard at all?
No, I haven't committed to the TV series like that. So
they're good.
It's the Star Trek. I'll occasionally watch the films and things like that. I'm not a huge Trekkie.
Okay. No, I like Star Trek, Star Wars, and all that sort of stuff. So all that sort of things is pretty good.
I like the first 2 seasons. It's just for the last season I decided to wait till it's all done and then watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. But I just thought it was really good. The space scenes, especially, are amazing. They're like really lovely looking. They are. So that's all good. It's all good. Let's talk about a little bit about Mando. Let's talk about a little bit about Mando then. What did you like, especially? Can we talk spoilers? I think we can talk spoilers now, can't we?
Yeah, come on. It's been what since Wednesday, so what's that? 4 days now.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it.
Yeah, and it's a Mando stream.
And it's a Mando stream.
Mando stream.
Yeah.
So,
let's just let it out.
We won't talk about till next week on the non-existent Mando stream.
Yeah, exactly. I really liked it. I really do. And apparently, I heard this week because I know Bazza watches a lot of YouTubers. That commentate on the Star Wars series. Apparently, Grogu was with Luke Skywalker for 2 years.
Yeah, supposedly that's what John Favreau said.
Yeah, and it was like 2 minutes, wasn't it? It seemed like in the TV series.
It had all the fans baffled though because there's no way of telling that was 2 years. He just came out of it in an interview, so we have to take what he says as gospel.
Yeah, and that. Do you know what though? The 2 year thing. Yeah, I mean the 2 year thing does make it a bit more acceptable, but it makes sense because now they've gone back to the planet where Grief is, and he's playing it like 2 years. I was like, blimey, they do their development quick out there.
Navarro cleaned up well though.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? I like his outfit as well.
Well, he takes notes, even though he doesn't have. He's a magistrate, and he doesn't have someone in charge of him. Now Cara Dune's gone on a special mission.
Yeah,
so he's still got it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's still got it. He still don't take no nonsense, mate.
Oh, I enjoyed that bit with the pirates and the fact that they wanted to go into that school. I thought that was good. But the budget looks so good on that show. It was really good. I mean, the intro. I actually thought the intro. I thought the intro was actually a flashback for when he was having his ceremony. What did you think, Lady McBride? That's where I thought this was. I was like, oh my god, yeah. I thought it was back to the beginning sort of thing, a flashback.
Right.
You know that little kid who was going to be baptized?
Yeah.
That little kid was the one that played the kid Tusken Raider. You know, the little child Tusken Raider?
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you know the one that helps him kill that creature in Boba Fett?
Yeah.
At the beginning of Boba Fett when they kill that four-armed creature.
Yeah.
The little kid, that's the same child actor.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Quite interesting to find that out.
Yeah.
I watched. Funny enough, I watched it today. The last episode of season 2 of Mandalorian, and it's got Boba Fett in that. And I was like, yeah, Boba Fett was proper badass in that. I enjoyed that. I just didn't like all everything that he did, but overall, I think it was okay. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it? How they're going to kind of reboot the Mandalorians, and also as well, I think it's a really good idea that we're going to have Grogu that's going to be this sort of Jedi Mandalorian. I think that is so good.
Well, you think he's been training with Luke for 2 years, supposedly, so he's because he already had the training before and he knew what to do, but he'd lost it. Luke's obviously brought that out in him, so he's obviously gained a lot more power probably doesn't get as tired when he's using the Force now. So it's going to be interesting to see how he uses it. I mean, we've already seen him messing around with the chair, didn't we? You know,
Yeah, it was a throwback to
missing a chair and
doing all sorts, wasn't
he? But that was a throwback to the prequels, wasn't it? With him spinning around on the chair, because Yoda does it as well.
Doing it, yeah.
More grown-up way though.
Yeah. No, I liked it. It was a fun piece, and that's what you want. We've got this perfect combination of someone with the Mandalorian ethos, but with the Jedi powers, and that's what Luke Skywalker was talking about in these in the last movies that he was in. He was like, you don't have to be a Jedi to have Jedi powers. It's just a thing that they'd made up, a kind of mythology that they'd made up, and he says you can still do it, you just don't need it. The Purgles were the best part. Bring on the Rebels references. Oh yeah, the Purgles. What were the Purgles? Was that the space whales? Was that because
I think that's what they're
Is that what
they're called? To be honest, I don't know their name.
I just call them space whales.
Yeah, I know the space whales because I've not watched any of the animation stuff, so I'm just picking up on that now. So,
oh, dude, well, that straight away was where we're going to get to see Thrawn come back in. I mean, for all we know, that could have been the moment that he came back into that universe. We've got Brixish out there. Good to see you, Brixish. Hope all is well with you. Hit that like. We've got 23 likes so far, folks. That's amazing. Thank you so much. That's very generous of you. My lord, Cabbage Face Bricks. Thank you, Cabbage out there too. Right, Cabbage, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you too. The Purgles are the space whales. That's their proper name. Oh, okay. Didn't know
nice one, Cat.
The one I really liked, the characters I really liked, it took me back to the days of what were they called? I can't remember what they're called now. Oh, it's gone, mate. But it was a puppet show. And Fraggle Rock, that was it. You know,
I think I know what you're going to say.
You know those little characters.
The Antellians.
Yeah, they've got this really big name, but they're tiny little things.
Babu Shrek's species.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean,
bad baby.
Yeah, bad baby. I love that.
My favourite scene.
Dude, honestly, it was
that light relief. You know, you get serious parts as you say, and then you get the funny parts. That light relief is brilliant.
It was, but everyone loved the interaction between the two of them. Like, we know we're watching something that's not real and they're just puppets, but we all love it, even as adults. It was like, I was like, no, stay on this, and I got no idea why he wants to bring that 88 back. The
RG-11.
Yeah, RG. Oh yes, RG-11 isn't 88.
88 was in Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. You got it. But I love the fact. What I thought was funny about that character. I've never come across a character in Star Wars that keeps wanting to self-destruct. It's like, oh, I'm having a bad day, I'm going to self-destruct.
So you turn red, isn't it?
Yeah, but I thought he needs him because he's the only droid that he trusts, and isn't Mandalore supposed to be poisoned? So he needs someone dead or not being able to die from poison down there.
The phrase that's the idea that there is poisoned and stuff like that. That planet is going to be totally fine.
He's going to go and prove it wrong. He's going to go and prove it wrong. That's what he's there for.
But how do you do it? On Star Trek, you would just send down a probe. You cannot just send down Grogu, test it out, be my canary. Either Grogu dies.
He's not going to die. He's too valuable for marketing. Send him out.
Exactly. Yeah. Put a red jacket around him and send him down. No, he's. I think I've got a suspicion that Mandalore is going to be a clone base or some sort.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's going to be a something secretly going on with the Empire where they're trying to use that as an excuse so you don't come down and disturb the planet. Because they bombed it, didn't they? And I reckon they've got a little facility on there and all that. It's all going to connect. If that's not the case, something similar to that. Yeah,
no, definitely. It just makes sense. And it's a good story. That's the thing. It's a good, wholesome story. Like this week's Bad Batch. Oh, my God. I was loving that. I was like, dude, that was really good fun. That one. And the eerie as well. It was very scary. Did anyone out there watch Bad Batch this week? God, I was like proper. Nicole, did you think it had like a real alien vibe about it? Because there was sticky stuff all over the place.
Right.
I mean, it even looks like the monster, which again I don't know the name of it, but he had a serious armor around him. He even looked like the baby alien. You know when the aliens are first born and they sort of They go, they kind of
chest
the way
bursters.
and then they run around.
Yeah, chest
You
bursters.
know what I mean? It's like, and they're really powerful as well. It was just like that, and I was just like, oh man, this is well creepy. Stuff like that. I've seen crossovers with that when you've got like Predators versus Batman, Alien versus Superman, all them sort of things, and they always make for a really good watch. They really do, and a good read, that's for sure.
Batman versus Predator comic is awesome. Yeah,
it is actually. And then I don't know, I just love the crossover. It was a really, really good crossover. It's like the other day I saw something on I think it was Instagram or Twitter, and it was an X-wing flying down onto what looks like the Death Star, and it transformed into a transformer. And I was like, oh my god, that actually looks amazing. Snellina's out there saying this is the way. Blimey, Snellina, you should be in bed. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning where you are.
Stay away from us.
Anyway, she was in all day. Yeah, she was watching us at 5:30 a.m. her time. 2 days ago, I think it is their time zone. But anyway, KO's out there. He's going. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning, as it is the time that you set the stream, and you never show up after hours of waiting. I snoozed away. I did, yeah. I changed it from 4 a.m. To 4 p.m. Accordingly. I don't think you'll ever see me doing a 4 a.m. stream, folks, unless of course I'm doing some crazy 24-hour thing. But on that note, I think if I was up at 4 a.m. in the morning, I don't think I'd be up for too much other than being in some kind of autopilot state.
Automatic pilot. Automatic pilot. There it is.
Lovely jubbly. Thanks for that, KO. I really do appreciate that. Kat's out there. She's giving out loads of love to Snellina, who's in Australia. Snellina, did you enjoy having Billsy on last night? That was a terrific stream last night. It was good fun. One of your fellow Aussies out there on the stream last night, Matt.
Yeah, no, I'd seen that. So no, I wasn't there. What are you talking about? The Aussies not together.
No, like you say, can't have too many of them together. We say got to keep them apart, folks. They're a nightmare when they're together, like crazy frogs in a box.
Too much awesomeness in one stream.
I wouldn't go that far. Talk about blow your own trumpet. Brickmod says, happy birthday for yesterday, Nicole. Nicole, so what did you get up to on your birthday then?
My family came over, so we had coffee and cake, and afterwards dinner, and we had a lovely time.
Good stuff.
A traditional German birthday.
A traditional German birthday. So
work in the morning, coffee in the afternoon, dinner at night.
Then a night out on the Essex tiles.
Yeah, did you go out?
And then a pub crawl.
Down to Faces in Gants Hill.
Faces,
Do you remember Faces with the phones in it?
Yeah,
did you ever go to Faces, Baz?
No, I've never been, but I know of it.
You know of it, yeah. Or Hollywood's in Romford. Oi, oi! Those are the days. I love it. But yeah. So what's your take on the Mandalorian season then so far, Matt? I mean, we're only one in, but what was your takeaway? Do you think it was? I mean, personally, right? And I'm not putting words in your mouth. I thought it was the best first episode of any series I've ever seen.
It was funny because when we first started it, the kids, because we watched it together, they're like, "Oh no, this is not a flashback, is it?" It's just like even they've been scarred from Book of Boba Fett with that sort of stuff. So, no, look, as always, I think they've got to set up the series. So I like Nicole's take on it. You know, he's got to go to a planet and take a bath. It's just part of me wishes that we would have seen as the pirate. Is it Hondo, the one from the
Rebels and Clone Wars?
Clone Wars one, yeah. So,
I tell you, he will turn up, but he'll turn up with Ezra from Rebels because those two were quite often together.
Yeah. So hopefully, yeah, as you say, if that comes along. But it was just a solid episode. I wasn't thrilled when I liked the idea of, going exploring off Mandalore and everything like that. But then it's like, okay, now he's been set up for a quest to get a chip for, the droid. It's like, oh no, let's not be one of these. So let's,
Well, it's a quest. I quite like the idea of it. To me, I know people call it a space western and stuff like that, but I always think of the Mandalorian as like a knight. To be honest, to me, the Mandalorian is like some crossover space sequence of cowboys meets medieval knights. Honestly, I think they've got such a good vibe going on with the Mandalorian. It's almost like it's perfect Star Wars in a lot of respects. What do you reckon, Baz?
Yeah, it's it's loosely based on quite a few different things. And I think there's a TV program turning into movies. I think. Yeah, called Coven something, which is a Japanese take on of the Western style, like a samurai looks after a young child kind of thing. It's there's a lot of story behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think there's a lot that it's taken from. It's not just one thing. It's not one thing it's focused on. They've taken it bit from different sort of TV stuff from the past.
Yeah. So. But they're taking what seemingly quite good things as well, almost like kung fu and things like that.
Yeah. Let me have a look at that TV program. So, me and Craig was talking about it a while ago, and I couldn't remember what it was called.
Okay.
Let me just check.
Where's that piece? Sorry, there it is. Matt, what's how are you getting on with your build so far? Are you enjoying that one?
Yeah. Just almost finished the first bag. Just got a few bits and pieces. I mean, it's having done like a mock. You're always sort of going, okay, so this is how they've approached that, and that's how they've done this, and it's just interesting to see, the official way that they do things. And obviously they had a lot more of these new slopey angle pieces or whatever they are. So
yeah, they're taking advantage of that. Yeah,
they're taking advantage of that. And I guess it's always the sort of thing with Lego. They've obviously, these sorts of things in this style is more of a play one, so it's got to be sturdy. So obviously there's compromises made versus the overall look. But yeah, it's I kind of like the way that they've done the tail section. That's quite clever.
It's a sort of a bit of a rubbery looking piece, isn't it?
Yeah, with two extended onto that round modified 1x2 sort of thing. So yeah, no, it's cool. But a bit like you, it's sort of like it can take the time with this one because there's only 2 bags. So.
I know. I mean, yeah, I think I don't think it's 400 odd pieces, but I don't think it's going to take too long to build. I keep saying that, I know, but I probably won't. 3 hours, I'll still be here.
Yeah, but that's 3 hours of hosting stream time build, though.
Yeah, that's
slightly
true.
different.
It is different. I think I probably average about 2 to 250 pieces that I can put together in a stream in an hour. It just helps me if I don't talk so much, but that's life. Bricky TY is out there. Good to see you, Bricky TY. What's this? Chris, this is where I forgot who played Hermione in Harry Potter in my life. Line didn't know. Didn't know the answer. Oh well. How did you get on, Chris? Did you make it through a round or anything like that, or did you fall short? Don't worry, at least you took part, mate. I'm currently building the magical uniform because I couldn't resist. Kat, is that the new one that came out a few days ago? I think. What's his name? Who's the designer? Matthew Ashton. Yeah, he designed that. Very cool. Very cool. Hope you're enjoying that. Easy 15 minutes build. Solo, I've seen you build, and if I remember rightly, when you built the Razor Crest, someone put the engines on the wrong way round. Anyone remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he thought I was joking. And I was like, no, really, you put the engines on the wrong way round.
The wrong way.
Do you remember that one, Solo? That was quite funny. That was. I was actually going to say it to wind him up, but he ended up being. It was actually true. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I foresaw it. 250 pieces an hour. I believe that when I see it. I believe quite quick these days. Honestly, I do. Chris, this is the way chat. This is 9 out of 0.10. Okay, good stuff. Well done. Try harder next time, Chris. Cat Colour Salmon, I literally just finished building Wally for review. Ooh, Cat, did you like it? Don't tell us the score or anything like that. We'll read that next week or next month, I should say. Peter Knight says, "Hey, are you getting the Rivendell tomorrow? Am I going to go down to Leicester Square to get the signing of the new Rivendell set? No, I'm not, because I've got other more important sets that I need to get. But I will say this: it's a cracking set." And Solo says, "We don't mention that. That was about the engine being put on the wrong way around. Easily done. Easily done."
From memory, out of that we developed the solo position when you did something wrong, because it happened on Technic, so you'd sort of end up a bit like this when you did something wrong.
It was the perfect meme. It was the perfect meme.
So, no.
Does anyone want any music on? Or are we happy to just sort of just chat amongst ourselves and people can hear the buildings taking place? Does anyone want music? Let me know out there if you'd like to hear some music in the background. I can't. It's not Star Wars orientated. You'd have to watch Planet Tech for that one.
So long as it's not jazz again, please.
No, it's not jazz. It's not jazz.
4 streams. I don't think I could take much more.
That was a long playlist, though. That was about a 2-hour playlist, but that was about a 10-hour stream. It was good. I enjoyed the stream. The Jazz Club is a really good build, but again, it almost felt like it was quite simplistic. Has anyone else built the Jazz Club on the panel?
No,
I'm going to build it tomorrow.
Are you going to build it tomorrow? Oh, good stuff.
Cool.
Matt, have you built it yet?
I don't even have it, so.
Oh, right, okay. I see. What about you lot out there in the chat? Have you guys built it? What did you think of it? I thought it was quite a simplistic build, to be honest. But it was fun. I totally enjoyed it. I'm glad I got the removal van. Oh, we're talking of removal vans. Brickapix. Let me know when you're getting your one. This is going to be bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah, it's a long set. I think it's 50 odd centimetres long.
Is it really? All right, let's see. Let's have a look at where Baz is at with his at the moment.
See where you are first.
All right, we're in the same space.
Yeah, 34. Stage 34 I'm on.
Oh, my God. I'm actually on 32. That's pretty close.
Not too bad.
Close. That's all right, actually, isn't it? That is all right. I'll tell you what I do. So you guys can see me actually building it. Let's see if I can do this. Or maybe you can't. There we go. We do that. We can switch between who's building what in a moment. Lady McBrick, show us what you've built so far on the stream. Probably you built all that. That's good going. Well done.
No. We started when you built the 8080.
Yeah.
We did one session together, and that's when I started.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what you built that. Okay, good stuff.
Damn it! Why do I have to be so honest? I just should have pretended. Sure, I did that.
Yes, unlike a German, to be honest. Let's face it. I'm only joking. They're too efficient, folks. They can't. Honestly, it's like a Jedi thing. But Baz, do us a favour. Find out how West Ham are doing in the football. I think we must be losing 4-0 by now. We're getting a drubbing.
We got your rivals today.
Millwall.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you reckon that's going to go?
Oh, we're 3-2 up.
Are you really?
83rd minute. 7th between 5th, that is.
That's good going, mate. That's good going.
And we're away.
Oh, that's an excellent result.
That's a big game for us, so that's a really good result.
It'll all be kicking off down the den.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not there.
Yeah, at least it's not too far though, is it? Norwich from there, it's about 90 miles, I reckon, probably.
Quite a way. Oh, did you want to know the West Ham score?
Well, last I saw it was 3-0, so I wasn't surprised if it was 4-0 there.
Yeah, it's 4-0 full time.
Jeez, that's bad. We were only 1-0 down at half time. I thought, he might pull it back. in the second half.
Hello, championships. Hello, championships.
I think we'll just dodge it. I think we'll dodge it.
Yeah, I think you will sneakily.
But it would be funny though to play you next year. That's the only thing I can take away from actually
Getting
being
excited.
in the league.
You started getting handed out by our championship team.
Well,
Do
we've
you
lost our goalkeeper.
internationally? What's the most interesting German team? Is it Bavaria, or is it one of the others in football?
Say that again.
Say that again, sorry?
When it comes to, because you said you hope that they will get against the Bavarian team. That's what you said, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
then it
No,
was wishful.
What are
thinking.
you talking about, Lady McBride?
I
heard
have
that
no
you
idea.
said, I hope they are going to go against Bavaria.
Championship.
Championship too.
You know, I think
Bavarian
she's
What word is
She's-
she?
I'm lost.
she's misheard you when you said that your two teams could be playing each other next year in
Yeah.
like some league or something. I think she's just misheard that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we're playing-
our team play in the Premiership. Barry's team
Yeah.
plays in the Championship, which sounds like a better league, but it really isn't.
Right.
It really isn't.
it's not.
And there's definitely no Bulgarian teams in that team.
No, I thought of Germany and I thought of Bavaria Munich.
Why?
Yeah, why
Why?
would we be
Why would
supporting
you
German
think that?
teams? Why would we be supporting German teams and talking about German football?
Come
I
on,
don't know.
you can't give her too much of a hard time in this, Greg. Some of the segues you come up with are pretty phenomenal. So
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, to be fair.
I know,
I'm still perplexed by that, though.
I'm sorry, I am perplexed. I don't know.
I just put it down to lost in translation.
Where's the Anadine gone? I need some Anadine.
No, I take it. Are you into football at all, Lady McBrick? Do you watch the Bundesliga?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I know basically who to hate, but that's all.
Who to hate?
It's a hate.
Yeah, it depends on region. If you are in the in a certain region, you do definitely not support Bavaria Munich or Dortmund or Schalke, these big ones.
I've seen them play at their ground.
Oh yeah.
Schalke. Yeah.
Trevor's out as well. Hi Trevor, how you doing? 37 people have voted so far. Thank you so much, folks. We've got 37 votes and 27 thumbs up. Come on, folks. Let's bring those thumbs up a little bit more, shall we? Let's get some music on going as well. I think we won't do the jazz one because Baz is not really into his jazz. I can't believe even at the end of it, even I knew what tracks were coming up next. Actually, I'd heard it so many times.
Ain't we got anything Star Warsy?
No, because I don't want to get struck off.
Struck, yeah.
That's got
yeah.
even a second of it. I got.
Greg will lose his 3 cents that he makes from the stream.
Exactly. Yeah. All 3 cents. I do get a lot of strikes though. I have to say. Right. Let's go to something that is there. Just gonna put it in some sort of order. There we go. That'll do. This is a recent one. Let's see if I can add this. There we go. Let's bring that down a little bit. Sorry, folks, it's going to go loud for a few more seconds. I'll just get that right. There we go. Oh, back there. Oh, that was a bit too loud. Yeah, let's go back there. That'll do. All right, let's bring everyone else back in again. So we don't need to see that. So let's go like that. Oh, look, we've got that in the background. That's quite a nice back shot, actually, isn't it? I like that. Bit weird, but there we go. Let's see if we could do that. That's better. Back to normal again. There we go. But yeah, so the Bulgaria thing is still throwing me. But Matt, you can't be far off finishing this already.
Yeah, I've just started on the second bag, so and I'm going pretty slow with this one.
Yeah.
So,
I'm fine. This is a good build, though. You have got to watch what you're doing, though.
Oh.
What do you think of it, Baz?
What's that, mate?
What do you think of the build? What do you?
So far, it's good, but I've got a lot to say about it at the end.
Oh, have you? How do you know? How do you know you got a lot to say about it? You haven't built it yet.
Yeah, I know, but I've got reservations on set.
Okay, I will say one thing I don't like. Obviously, we know the dark saber that comes with it. That's a bit naff.
Yeah. I mean, that's almost a given at this point. It's like, seriously, come on, do something.
The set was rushed. This set was rushed, and it's missing about 25% of what it should be. And I'd quite gladly pay an extra £15 on top to get it completed. But like I say, I'll mention that when you're finished.
I almost get the sense that in like a year or two, we'll get like an updated version of it.
I agree. Yeah. It was rushed out, wasn't it, for Boba Fett? You know, they wanted the N-1. They knew the N-1 was coming. They knew that it was going to be a very popular ship. It's my favourite ship of all Star Wars universe. So when I knew it was coming, I was buzzing for it. And the episode that it was in Boba Fett, I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, when I was building it, almost like the A-Team, building it up, and then he was taking it for a test flight. Then you heard that noise for the first time. Now that zippy noise it makes.
Yeah.
But it goes, and then it goes through Beggar's Canyon.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Can you tell me, is this ship seen for the very first time in this episode?
No, well, it was in episode 1, Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
It was
so it's in Naboo Starfighter.
Yeah, it was all yellow, pretty much.
Okay. Because when we saw it in that episode, I was really impressed because in the Lego community there were so many mocks just days afterwards.
Oh, it was hours afterwards.
Because
the people mocking them like a crazy.
The popularity of it, that's what it was. Everyone was really happy with it, and I am. Everyone was going, oh, the Razor Crest, the Razor Crest. And I was like, nah, the M1, mate. I'm telling you, it's going to be the shit. And look at the first episode of this series. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
It was. Greg says he's coming on, but Nicole's fried his brain with the Bavarian team thing.
Craig, help! Help! Help, Craig! Save me, Craig!
Trevor's videos. He is very kindly super sub £9.99.
Oh, wow.
I think for that we should do a bit of a Star Wars vid for that one. How about this? How about a bit of detaching cable?
Detach cable! Cable detached!
Hey, thank you for that, Trevor. Top man, cheers, begins. I appreciate that. Greg says Ricky T. White. Did you pay full price for the Starfighter? I ordered it on Amazon yesterday for 45 quid. Got to have it go with the Razor Crest. Do you know what? I don't know what I paid for it. I didn't pay full whack for it though, because I knew I was never going to build it straight away. It was on I definitely would have got a few pennies off it or something like that. I can't remember. I probably got it at Zavvi, in all honesty. What is Anna Ray saying? Cat Colours, says Anna Ray, says mainly Harry Potter, Marvel, Disney, and Icon, Star Wars, Simpsons, DC, and a few small lines. I like Stranger Things, Pokemon, specific movies, cartoon characters. Ooh, interesting. And Cat says, wow, that is a lot, Anna Ray. I have a few of the Marvel ones like Wanda, Neymar, Thor, and Jane's version of Thor. Yeah, that was quite good. I didn't like the film though. Oh my word, that was a terrible film. Wrong detached cable video, Greg. It's wrong. It's right in the Star Wars universe. It will do. It will do. But yeah, how big of a Star Wars fan are you, Nicole? Just out of interest.
Casually. Definitely not the football one. But usually I go to the movies, watch it at the movies, and I'm not really rewatching the movies. I watch the TV shows. I rather watch Star Trek over and over again.
Oh, okay. So you're a bit of a Trekkie fan. What's your favourite Star Trek series? because I love a bit of Star Trek as well.
Deep Space Nine. I am a TNG fan. I absolutely love it. But if I had to choose, if only one would exist for eternity for me, I would have to go with Deep Space Nine.
Really? That's a shame. That's my least liked one. but it's totally up to you, though. It's totally up to you what you like.
Like Batman films, Nicole?
Right, like my favorite Batman.
Leave it there.
Oh yeah, you like what's his name? He was Batman once, wasn't he? Yeah,
it's all the dodgy ones, isn't she?
He's the one with the nips. Yeah.
But TNG is amazing. I think Voyager is the least favorite for me.
I thought Voyager was okay actually with Janeway and that in it. I thought that was okay. I'm not saying it's brilliant. I'm just saying it was okay. What about you lot out there? What are you bigger fans of? Star Trek or Star Wars? Give me a ST for Star Trek or a SW for Star Wars. I'll give you a shout out as well if you pop your bits in there. I like both, but I like them both for different reasons. Really, I always think the Star Wars universe looks kind of nicely lived in.
Do you like Orville?
Never watched it, but I do hear it's good.
Yeah, I just started to watch season 3.
Okay.
I thought you meant that big green bird at first. I wish I could fly up in the sky. Yeah. That one.
I can't.
I thought that's what you was talking about. I was like, Orville, what? Nicole, you're brilliant.
Do you think in some respects, Orville was like the original Grogu? He's like the British version of it.
Nah. Have you seen him when he does the naughty side of Orville? Have you ever seen that? Yeah, no. He does like naughty stand-up with Orville. Yeah, it's quite naughty.
Is it?
Yeah, because you don't expect it from Orville.
It can't still be around, that bloke, surely.
I've not seen him for a while. Is it Keith Allen? Not Keith Allen.
No, not Keith Allen. Blimey, that was Keith Allen.
Keith something. Keith something. Does anyone out there know? Keith something.
Minifigure, not Cuddles the monkey.
Yeah, well, he'd know. Yeah, if anyone would know, I would definitely say Gaz would know. He's like Mr. Retro.
Yeah, there we go. He does like his retro stuff, especially the retro Doctor Who. Orville the Green Bird.
Yeah,
like that.
The one with the nappy on.
Trevor's weird. You never know, might have an accident. Trevor's videos, he likes Star Wars for Simon as well.
There we go.
Keith Harris.
Good shout.
It's a make of paintbrush, isn't it, Harris? Anna Ray says, everyone, which is a better series, Harry Potter or Percy Jackson? I have never read Percy Jackson, so I'm going to go Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter. I'll go Harry Potter. Looks like we've got someone else in the green room as well. And he's read the memo. Matt, just saying, he's wearing a Star Wars top. Is that a good friend? He was on last night. He's of course Quick Stage Pass, aka Kriegstar. I don't know.
There was a memo.
There wasn't really, but you kind of got the idea. You thought to yourself. You thought, I tell you what, I'm going to be on a Star Wars stream. I'm going to wear a Star Wars top or something like that.
Yeah, well, I figured that's what you'd want.
Exactly.
And I happen to own so many, so I thought, yeah. So I got my Millennium Falcon on, yeah. Dusted it off.
Looks good, man. Looks
very
good.
Nice.
Looks very nice. I've never
got Star Wars written upside down on my arm.
No, it looks good, man. I like it, that. It's pretty impressive.
Thought I'd left this one at Bricktastic about 2018. But
let's have a look. Show us your front of your torso. Look at that.
Nice.
Very cool. That's amazing.
Very nice. So anyway, mate, both your team and my team
got spanked. Yeah, but yours worse than ours. we were playing the top of the table. Who you were playing?
We were playing third or something. I don't know. High enough anyway. Brighton. They're our boat team, man.
Brighton out third.
Are they?
They probably are now because they're beating you by 4 goals.
So I've got a question for everyone.
Oh, here we go.
Who turned up at 4 a.m. ready for a stream this morning?
Not me.
Oh, here we go.
I saw that when Greg first put it up. So.
Yeah, and no one said to me, "Oh, Greg, by the way, you put the wrong time in."
I'm going to message you at 4.
What, you ruined the fun?
I got someone said to me, Craigster, why are you setting your stream for 4 a.m.? I'm like, I haven't it. And then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, I have. And then I just changed it. That was it. I just changed it. I think Oldendorf was up at 4 o'clock this morning.
I was as well. I was watching the basketball. My phone was going. I was like, who's that gone live this time in the morning? And it's you. I was like, what?
Was it? Could you imagine if it was me? I'd love to do a stream that. I'd get some Aussies on or something like that. Real Aussies, Matt. Just saying. And it was, but yeah, it was a mistake. What can I say? Give me a 24-hour clock any day. You know what I mean? It's easier to set.
That was clock. Use the clock, didn't you?
Yeah, 16. Well, it's easier to set 1600 hours than it is for PM or anything like that. I'm pretty good with the old times normally. I think I'm allowed a mistake every now and again.
I missed the beginning because I was having my haircut. But did you pre-build?
No, I've done no pre-build. This is straight up as it was. Yeah.
Has Nicole's Bavarian thing had such an effect on you that you've sod this and building quicker and get away from this lot?
Well,
no, he's up against me and Matt. That's what it is.
I'm not racing. I'm not racing. I'm just trying.
Don't want to get called out.
Why? Is Matt building the same?
I'm hosting, so it's a hollow victory, Baz. It is.
What do you mean? Hosting? We're all really chatting together. You ain't really doing much more than we are. Just.
I'm not doing much more than you. No, I'm not doing much more at all. You're not doing much more than the rest.
You don't do much more than us in general, but
he just talks a good game. Don't worry about it.
He does,
he's just louder and shorter. That's all it is.
I am taller than Craig. I am way taller than him.
You bite every time.
He's your hobbit. He's your hobbit.
Same height.
We probably are actually. I think you're definitely broader than I am, though.
Well, that ain't hard, is it?
Well, yeah, that's true.
You're built like a skinny little wimp. You couldn't take anybody on in a scrum, could you?
Not my sport, mate. I'm more table tennis than rugby.
Yeah, you are more. You're more table tennis. Yeah.
Table tennis.
Table tennis.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Run, Bazza, run.
Run, Greg, run.
What would be our sports these days? I reckon so. Craigster would be rugby. Matt would be maybe Australian rules football. Nicole, we'll think about that one. Bazza, shot
biathlon. Nicole,
pie eating and beer drinking.
you'd be the slap one, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. He'd be the easy game.
I love a bit of slap fight, mate. Oh, that's brilliant. Especially the American
that sport is horrific.
I thought you were going to say that was for Nicole.
Oh.
Have you seen the women do that? Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I have, but it's bad sport, man. I mean,
they need to put that. They need to put that in a Mando episode in a cantina. Can you imagine it? It was two people in the corner doing a slap fight.
That would be funny. A slap fight in Star Wars would actually be quite funny.
In that one that goes like that, the one that was the mayor in Book of Boba, that'd be funny as.
The melted toffee head, I call it. Could you imagine? Where do you even start slapping him? You know what I mean? You need like a scaffold
on the side where his mouth bit is.
Yeah, he talks to
Solo could have done it to Greedo, couldn't he? He could have just smacked his little antenna.
What do you reckon, folks? Would you be up for that? The old slapping contest coming to Star Wars episode near you soon. That would be funny. I mean, it would go. It's so ridiculous, isn't it? You could do. Do you know what though? The end of episode or the last episode on season 2 of Mandalorian, where you've got the Dark Trooper just punching Mando's helmet. His head sort of being kind of immersing into the side, of the fuselage. I suppose you could call it, or the corridor. But that would be funny. I mean, how do they even have rules in that sport? You know what I mean? Everyone who just is whacked. Put it this way, right? If you're in that sport, right, you've had a result if you're going to be the first one giving it out. That's all I can say.
There's 3 rules in there. What's the 3 rules? Hang on.
What, slap, slap.
No flinching, no stepping, and no clubbing. They're the 3 rules.
Oh, is that when you sort of clasp your hand and
so clubbing? Yeah, when you sort of get them in the wrong spot, you've got a proper round the face. Stepping means that you step into it, so you move your feet rather than having
yeah, because that brings all your shoulders into it. Then you basically break their neck.
If you flinch, then that other person can hyperextend and really damage your arm.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. But honestly, it's a brutal.
Rules on slapping.
It's worse than cage fighting, I think personally. Punching what? Yeah, minifigure. Look it up. Is that what it's called? Slap fighting?
It's all different territories around the world. You got the Russian one. You got like the Oriental one from China. It's really pretty good. But the best one is the North Americans, because they got crazy names, like really, really mental names. I'm not going to incite some of them on here because they're really that crazy. But trust me, watch the North American one. It's so 80s throwback as well.
Is it? But
Yes,
the thing is, though, right? It's a bit like WWF, but this time they do actually make contact with them, don't they? And
it's like an old arm wrestling sort of style thing, like what you see in like Over the Top.
They don't have to worry about brain cells either.
No, they don't.
None of them have any, really. To be fair,
I mean, it's horrible. I've seen, you see people jaws being broken, and they still carry on. And
depressed cheekbone, isn't it? When you see it do that one, is horrendous.
Yeah. It's like
the face is falling away.
they're all ex-cage fighters as well. A lot of
it's
them.
like my face is melting. It's horrific. It's like, what are you doing that sport for, you idiot? You know. It's crazy. This is a really cool set. I'm liking this so far. It's really good.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with it though.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, negative already, isn't he?
He's been really negative already. He's been watching. He's been watching all the reviews on it, hasn't he? That's what it is.
When I love something a lot, you see the fault in something. So, where are we? It's awesome set. Don't get me wrong. It's just not finished.
Okay. No, there is stuff that they could do to improve it. But then, given that the price range that they're working from.
Yeah, the price range is really good, because this could be a 60 to 90 pound set, depending on how much pieces they use.
Oh, okay. Baz, talking of football today, right? Did you any idea how Reading did today?
I can check.
Yeah, check it. Are they in your league? Are they in Championship League?
Yeah, they're Championship. Yes, we won. Woo!
Oh, you won. All right. So Norwich won. That's good. That's good. What about Reading though?
Well, that's a good point. Is that why we're not seeing the Reading boy at the moment?
I think we're not seeing him right now. He's just disappeared.
They didn't do too well against the North, did they? With the Southerners.
Oh no!
Might have even been a worse score than York.
No wonder he's not about 5-0 to Middlesbrough.
No way! Really?
Yes. He got even bigger tonking than you did.
And there's like Craig. He got spanked. There's my team. We got spanked.
Yeah. By the Borough.
Planet Tech. They got really spanked.
Let's have a look at the table.
They got their pants taken down and slap fighted at the same time, didn't they?
I have to go right down low for them. 15th. Hello, First Division.
Oh, he's just disappeared. He has.
Yeah,
he was there.
Didn't pop.
I don't want to take. He can't take it from us now.
I'm not taking this.
Poor Tech. I didn't even know Reading were playing today. Kat says Kylo Ren, Agent Callus, Ahsoka, Princess Leia, General Hux, Ross Tico, Chewbacca, Hiro Sandala, Duchess Satine, and 10 is Rio Chuchi.
What was the question?
I don't know what the question. What was the question, Kat?
It was
anyway,
up there. It's like or Anna-Rees, who can rank their top 10 favorite Star Wars characters of all time?
Oh wow,
Kylo Ren, number 1.
Yeah, I know she loves a bit of Kylo.
My one's easy. My one. Let's bring Tech in then. What can we say? He's a good lad. He knows his Star Wars. He's just got terrible taste in football teams. And he's, of course, our wonderful friend, Planet Tech. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hello, mate.
Hello. It's been a while.
Yeah, long time no see.
I know, Greg. I know.
So Tech, how are you getting on? We won't talk about football because let's face it, most of our teams like this has to be the first time Norwich have actually won a game, and we've all been on it.
Wait, we've gone up in the table, mate. Millwall have dropped.
Have they? Oh yeah. Well, look, dude, you done me a favour. That's made me feel a bit better. The fact that Millwall lost, so there's no love lost there.
If we get into the promotional spot, you never know. We might go up.
Easy.
He wins one game.
one win, and then he's like,
Wagner's
"Oh yeah, we're going to win the league."
What do you mean 1 win? We haven't lost in like 6 games. What are you chatting about, mate?
It's all right, Baz. I forgot what a win looks like. That's what.
It includes reserve games as well.
I'm sure a couple of weeks ago, Baz, you were saying, "Oh, we're rubbish. We ain't going to get even in the top."
I don't remember that.
Yeah, of course it does.
When was that?
Where's that? You were going. What can we say? Football's just it's the hope that kills you, isn't it? It really is. It's the hope that kills you. So yeah, Lady McBrick, she's building the AT-AT today, and I think someone else might be building the AT-AT as well today, but the grown-up version, not one of those play sets. Would I be right in saying that, Tech?
Well, yeah, I've got that set.
Oh no, I'm building the Razor Crest.
Oh, you're building the Razor Crest. This is doing even more one. Oh, do you want to show us where you got to on that so far?
Okay, yeah. Hang on then. Let me switch my camera.
It's very
The clue was behind him. To be fair, yeah. Normally, when you're looking in the background of things, you'd spot it. But
I know. I was quite impressed.
No,
quite massive, isn't it?
Beast, isn't it?
I do like it.
And the Razor Crest.
Look at that. It's got some girth. It's got some girth.
It is a good size for the money.
Get my cat inside that.
Yeah.
It's funny the things we think of that we could put in there. I'm thinking, I could put my lunch in there. Baz is thinking he's put his cat in it.
For work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I just want to say as well. I got to say while we're here, what with the rubber plant in the background, the mic, and all the dark stuff, the silhouette stuff. It's actually quite a nice little setup.
Thank you.
Pro, isn't he?
It's going pro. That must be Paige rubbing off on him, I reckon.
Come on now.
Turned against his joinery skills, hasn't he? We've not got any of the pine now. He's gone all IKEA instead.
Oh yeah.
Hey, mate, this was not IKEA. This was far more expensive than IKEA. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Now we know how to trigger him.
Yeah.
I will not be called by IKEA.
A nice bit of veneer, that is, mate, isn't it? It's a nice bit of veneer.
He always gets upset about his wood.
I do. I do, Matt. I do. You know me well.
I listened to about a good hour of Minark talking about how good Tech is with his hands when he's putting up his fence and stuff. So I was like really impressed. I was like, wow, yeah, his Tech's got skills. He really has.
What can I say?
What were you putting up, Mark?
A bit of 4x2.
Is that why he's poorly, bless him?
Is the fence still there?
Oh,
it won't move. It's like it's concreted in. But yeah, Minark was very appreciative of
Is that when he got a word in edgeways in the car?
I got a word in edgeways.
That's the only thing he can say.
Minark was like the perfect passenger. He was very nice.
Very nice. Be quiet and just listen. Listen to his Uncle Greg.
Hey, someone called you Uncle Craig last night.
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
But in all fairness, for Monarch, anything after the Megabus has got to be a step up.
That's true. And we went past a couple of Megabuses as well on the way up.
It's not really a high standard, though, is it? Really,
it's not standard at all. Blimey, it was put it this way, it was nice to go up all that way with someone as well.
That's not what Mark said.
Especially in that car park. But anyway, there was a dark rumor that you were actually quite a good driver. But as I replied back, well, you've got to be good at summit.
I am. I did all right. I'm all right. I'm all right, little driver.
52 mile an hour up the.
I wasn't doing 52 miles an hour, but I wasn't going to break the speed limit.
Did you need a block of wood to reach the pedal, like short round? In,
a block of wood?
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Hold on to your potatoes.
99% of the people in the chat are not going to have a Scooby-Doo what that means.
They will do soon when them sets land. We're just ahead of the curve. You arrived at 10 to 2, by the way. I had it timed.
Yeah, I'll get there for midday-ish. I'm glad.
And your tickets were at 12, weren't they?
I wouldn't have seen nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we stopped off for about 45 minutes actually. We were
Yeah,
having a good
that's
old nap.
how that led to what Mark said, wasn't it?
Yeah, we was having a good old natter. What can I say? And it was good fun. It was good fun. I enjoyed last week.
Mark.
Sorry.
When you ride with me, Mark, we've got to stop here, and I might have to do things to you. It's part of the service.
What? Stopped off. I had a Starbucks.
Of
Quick
course.
bite to eat. And we were back off again. Back off.
Did he have to run into the thing for you and get them on and bring them to the window of the car?
No.
Here they are, Mr. Gregory. Say hello.
Is Mark a house elf now? From Harry
Yeah.
Potter?
Yes, Mr. Yes, Mrs. Patterson.
What is he going on about?
Perry, Evan and Perry.
Oh, I never watched it.
Oh my God.
Sorry, that's wasted on me, that one.
You'll have to watch it now.
So anyway, what was your thoughts on Bricktastic, Tech?
I really enjoyed it this year. It was very good. It was good last year, but it was very good this year. Yeah, I had a great time. Last year I thought that it didn't really warrant a 2-day event, but this year I could definitely see where like a second day would have been worth it, because we were like, me and Tommy and Sam and Rosie, when he wanted to talk to us, was we were kind of just wandering around like chatting to all the builders and stuff, and it was really nice. But we hadn't really, like, the first hour and a half went past and we had hardly covered any ground. Like, we did all the cellars and stuff first just to check them out, and then we started going around the builds. And yeah, we were like, oh Christ, we've got to really pick up this second half, because otherwise we're not going to see anything, because we obviously went out for lunch and things like that. So maybe if we had stayed, but it got quite busy, or it got busier around lunchtime. But just the way that it was laid out, it was in a much bigger hall. There was plenty of space between like all the tables. Even at its busiest, it didn't really feel overcrowded like it did the year before. And there's plenty of space for people just to sort of sit and chill out, which they didn't really have the last year. So yeah, it was just they had taken a very good convention and made it even better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully displaying there next year. So.
Yeah, Tech, honestly, that'd be great. I think Brickapix wants to do that next year as well.
Yeah.
Which is really good fun. Good to hear. How did this year's one compare for you, Craigster?
Exactly like what Tech said. I think because of the difference in the hall, even though there was like, I don't know how many the thousands were through the door, but there was a lot, it didn't ever feel like it was jammed in.
Yeah.
I know the ceiling was really, really high, and that does help to give you that.
Massive.
But it wasn't like you struggled to get anywhere or get, like before, I've had to like push past people to get to the toilet and stuff, and there was none of that. I think there's still a bit of the idea and concept of that is a much better way of doing it, but there wasn't a real flow of traffic, so people were missing things, because even I walked around when nobody was there, and I missed a couple of tables because you couldn't like go naturally around the room, which was a bit. I think if they look at it, they might want to think about where the tables were positioned a little bit more.
Yeah, like have a bit of a like subconscious direction of traffic, like to like guide people into one way. Because yeah, especially those first few tables, they were kind of a bit random. And then like the table island almost that you were on was like really nice to kind of walk around. But yeah, the others didn't have that quite as much or quite as well, at least from the way in. So,
yeah, there was the sort of like we were on like that table that was like running alongside, like parallel with the cellars.
Yeah,
had like a natural way to go around it, but there was a couple more of them on the inside. I think some people just went straight and missed like the middle set of tables on both sides, because which is some really good stuff on. So like people have like seen some of my pictures and gone, crikey, I didn't see that. I was like, yeah, it was in that bit. And then they've shown me something. I was like, I never even saw that. I was there for 3 days nearly. So
yeah.
But yeah, and then there was a few of the less of the bigger people that have been there in previous years, which I would have liked to have seen, because I've not seen them for a while. But hopefully they'll like come back next time when he does it again. But then there was also way more people that I think were at Scareback that he'd got to come.
Okay.
which was good because there was nice to meet them as well on the evening. Because obviously there was a few ambassadors in the ambassador meeting from like all over. Like there was the German ambassador there from the really big online community one. I can't remember the name of it now because it's in German, but he was there. He was really nice. And then there was a couple from Denmark, and then a few others. I just never really got to speak to them because there was in the evening there was 220 something, I think, exhibitors and volunteers in the virtual evening.
That's really good.
So it's not like you could like just stand and talk to people. It was like pretty mental, really. So yeah, and we couldn't fit all in the hotel bar. So
can you imagine working in the bar and thinking, "Blimey, well, there's a lot of people that are into Lego." That would have been quite odd, wouldn't it?
I don't think we did too much talking to Lego when we got back to the hotel, to be perfectly honest. Especially not in our corner, anyway.
I was going to say is this is a nice little build. Have you built this yet, Baz? Sorry, I'll just change the subject slightly.
We're literally on the same spot.
Oh wow!
Yeah, cam pieces in the middle, aren't they?
76.
Yeah, it's exactly the same spot I'm on.
Yeah,
it's that's quite a cool little build that is. But
yeah, Technic cam pieces in the middle to give that shape.
Quite a long ship, isn't it?
Is it longer than you thought in your hand?
It makes you feel adequate for a change, shall we say?
Well, it's no Razor Crest, let's face it. But you know, this vehicle's a little bit more zippy.
It'll look good next to the Razor Crest, though.
Yeah, they're scaled pretty well. I think that one's like slightly.
Well, there's that so far, and here's the Razor Crest. There we go.
No, I meant the UCS one.
UCS one.
Well, they both. This is both play sets, so it's kind of like as near as I'm going to get for that so far. But have you got a favourite between both of them? If you had a choice, and this goes for you lot out there as well. If you had a choice of craft, what would you have? The Razor Crest or the Naboo Starfighter?
What, Lego or actual?
No, actual thing. You're the Mandalorian, right? You got this bloody bag of green rice you got to take around with you everywhere. What would you what vehicle would you rather have? Something like a Volvo and have the Razor Crest, or have something more like a Lotus Esprit or something like that?
Lotus Esprit, is that the best you got?
Yeah. All right, Mazda 5 then.
Oh god, all right, your hairdresser car. I'm not into my cars, and I know that's a hairdresser's car.
I was going to say hairdresser's car. So where do you go? Do you go practical? I mean, you could, you know, the Mandalorian might be into Lego himself. You don't know, do you? But you could get like a nice big mock in the Razor Crest, in the Naboo Starfighter. You'd be struggling. You'd be able to say, Grogu, sorry, mate, you're not coming with me on this one.
I quite like the Starfighter because of that last episode, because the space battle was so good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's difficult, isn't it? Because they're both kind of starting to, well, the first one, Razor Crest, was iconic because we'd not seen much like it and the way it was used. But now they're introducing this properly into it. It's like, it's getting its own identity. So I probably want both. So I had both choices.
They've definitely fitted it. Like, they got rid of the Razor Crest and replaced it with something a lot more practical for where his story's going, I think, which makes it easier to swap, because like the Razor Crest was quite heavily loved. That's obviously why we got the UCS version. But yeah, I think they switched it out, and it makes, like, could you imagine them trying to drive the Razor Crest right about now? Like, it just doesn't. It's just not practical, is it? Like,
well, they got destroyed by them pirates.
Yeah, exactly.
It made me laugh when the Jawas had their way with it. It was like, geez, that is not going to last. I mean, the writing was on the wall for it, really, wasn't it? I suppose in some respects. But I love the way it came into action at the beginning of this season's Mandalorian, where you had what was, I mean, I've heard the expression say Jurassic Park meets Star Wars. That was
a big crocodile. That's all.
It was a big crocodile, yeah. But it was good to see the Mandalorians in action against the big beast. And to be fair, the Mandalorian, right? I mean, it must be every 4 episodes they come across some just great big monsters, don't they?
Sakasuka.
Yeah, but the kids love it. That's why they do it, don't they? I mean, that was a pretty cool battle, wasn't it? Opening battle. That was just what everybody wanted to see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I thought it was just entertaining. And of course, he saves the day. And she still says to him, "No, you're still not a Mandalorian." You'd be like, "Oh, Jesus." You know what I mean? You'd be like, "Oh, thanks."
I quite like the bit when I thought the direction of this one was just so much better than the other Star Wars adverts. There was TV series, sorry. Was the bit where there was this just great long pause where he'd said what he was planning to do and like waiting for her to say something. This is the armor, and then she just goes, "This is the way," and I was like, it was just so cleverly done.
Like, shut up! I don't want to talk anymore. This is the way. Get on with it.
She looks at Grogu first, doesn't she? And he looks up at her. He goes,
really,
"This is
really
the way."
Clever.
Yeah.
And the other thing was the leaning on the tree. That was just fantastic. That lean on the tree with the pirates. Just just such a classic Western.
Clint Eastwood move that wasn't it? Yeah.
Quality.
Is there a problem, Magistrate?
Exactly. Yes, nice, and you got that there. I wonder if he's going to get. Has he got that refill yet? I like that little rocket thing that used to come out of his armor.
Oh yeah, he's still got that. Yeah.
Whistling birds.
Yeah,
because he had to empty it, didn't he, in Berber when he was traveling on the transport, and they made him give his weapons up. He had to empty it all out.
Cat likes the faster vehicles, so she's Naboo Starfighter. She is. Bricka Pick says she loves the Starfighter as well. I'm liking it. Starfighter for me. Blimey, everyone's loving the Starfighter. Simon's gone for the Razor Crest. I thought Simon would. He's more practical. Maybe we should think about this, folks. Maybe this Starfighter is like his weekend run around, and he needs one for the weekly commute.
Well, like your Lotus Spree.
Oh, one day I'd like to get a Caterham. I'd like to get a Caterham in Lego. Put it that way.
I know you keep saying it. It's like you're hoping and praying, don't you?
One day it'll happen.
It's because they're hard to get hold of now. It's quite an old idea set.
Yeah, and it's only going to get more expensive. So your threshold's only going to go higher, or like your threshold will have to get higher if you do actually want it.
What you're planning on wanting to spend is the.
That's always it. But I just want to get it. You know what I mean?
I think in the beginning, weren't you trying to get it off Solo?
Yeah. Solo said, "Yeah, I got one." So 12 months later, yeah, I've got one. So when you get, and then he found it, and he goes, "No, I don't want to sell it now." I was like, "Oh." Actually, I don't think he did find it. To be fair, I don't think he did. I know he did a couple of videos where we saw his well, it was like
his loft.
His loft, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's probably still amongst the insulation somewhere.
I was kind of thinking, someone's gone up there recently because he's moved out about a couple of years ago, didn't he? Got up there and said, "Why is there a load of Lego up here?"
Spare pieces.
Yeah.
Probably like, "Oh wow, he's a Caterham."
I know somebody with a few, but they're trying to find one that isn't signed.
Oh,
so maybe, but I don't think it'll be cheap.
Trevor's looking out for it. You can pick them up for about £120 off Britlink, which is okay.
So why you bought one then?
I know, just be buying other things, I suppose. That's just I'm just waiting to buy one at an event or something like that. Just save it up for that. It's kind of creates tension, doesn't it?
I think if you can get it for that price, I would have just got it because like Texas, it's just going to go up and up.
Especially that. I swear it's more than that. Is that used, Greg, or sealed?
No, I've seen sealed ones, but that's about as cheap as it gets on Britlink. But I would have a second-hand one. I'm completely cool with pre-owned stuff.
How much was it originally? I can't even remember. It's not a small set, is it?
No,
but it wasn't particularly expensive either.
Yeah, because not Lego was much then. It was a lot cheaper when that came out. It was like when I was talking to Tom at Bricktastic, Tom Poulsen, who did the birds, and he was saying it's funny when people come up to him and said, "This was an ideas set." Well, no, it was a Kusa set, but what's Kusa? It's like, oh, well, okay, it's what it was ideas before. Why was it called that? It's like, oh my God, just look at the birds. I just get the usual one. How many pieces was this? 50,000. How long did it take you? 7 years. And they'll just go, oh, wow. And then walk on.
People seemed really like, I noticed there was a lot of dads and their sons seem to be quite into the castle stuff, Craig.
Yeah, there was quite a lot. There was too much castle stuff there, really. I mean, if I'd have known, I've said this, I should have finished the Batcave and taken the Batcave because there was nothing really DC wise.
Well, there was only one Harry Potter thing there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Surprising. And yeah, it was
Because
nice.
a lot of people did come up to me and say, "What? No Batcave?" Because I've taken a Batcave every year, but bar one. And I was like, "No." Maybe next year the Batcave will grow. I didn't miss sitting behind it though and having to worry about changing batteries or whether the motor stopped working. It's quite nice to just be able to leave the castles and wander off.
Yeah.
Well,
now talking about
bringing out a giant DC Batcave this year, which I think is at 550 or 600.
Yes, we may have had some little knowledge around that, but I'm not saying.
Fair enough.
$450 in it. $450.
We got a few other little alleged nuggets as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I think times, but not for your wallet.
Yeah, it's it's not going to be.
No, Greg, how's your canopies?
They're not too bad actually. They're not too bad. They're not great. I mean, they haven't protected them at all.
Oh,
you can buff the scratches out though, can't you? There is somebody. I'm sure somebody did a video on it.
Maybe there's like a paste or something you can get that does it.
There is, yeah. It's Tamiya seller paste.
Oh, that was you. It was you telling me anyway. Yeah.
I didn't see any Harry Potter. Where was that? There was just one. There was just one piece there, Brickbods. I know Rosie was around them, and he got interrupted whilst he was looking at it. I think. Someone told me to call out to. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was there until you shouted for him and made the whole.
How many times did I say, "Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?" I could see him.
Yeah, he called to him. And what was he, about 3 meters away, and the whole arena turned round.
Love that.
I have to say, the whole arena did go silent for a second. Even I was a bit like, "Oh, hello," and I just waved over, and he waved back, which was nice.
Yeah, he's still carrying on talking to whoever he was talking to, though.
Yeah, I think he died inside.
What are you talking? Rizzy doesn't talk to people.
Oh, was he talking to himself?
He does. They were standing next to him, and he was texting them.
He was filming B-roll. Even his short that he posted today was Tommy asking all the questions, and he was just filming it. He was speaking to the who's the guy that's got the Nightmare Before Christmas set coming out? Or got approved?
Simon Scott.
Yeah. Tommy and Sam were asking him questions, and Rosie was there just filming it all and has turned it into a video.
Is he really? Yeah. I've got Simon Scott. I was speaking to him for about 4 or 5 minutes. Where you at now, Baz? Are you on bag 2 now?
Bag 2, mate. Yeah, just started.
Okay, I've got to build the
It's
figures.
taking long, this is it?
I didn't think it would. I did the cozy house quite quick.
I think it's because it looks massive, but it's actually a fairly straightforward build.
Matt looks like he's finished. Any thoughts on it, Matt?
Yeah, it's it's just interesting because I pulled down my other one, which I did the mock of. I mean, the back piece got lost a while ago. It's certainly got a lot of weight to it, and it's. I was just having a look at what some of the actual reference photos, or the actual in-universe ship, and yeah, it's just a weird one because I think the build is much better than what I originally thought it would be. But it's still, I think as Fullen was saying earlier, it's been rushed. There's no doubt on that.
There's a lot of inaccuracies, isn't there, that needs to be improved upon.
Yeah,
especially on the wings.
That might not be Lego's fault though. I mean, they get sent stuff quite late on sometimes.
Well, yeah, because it's rushed. Maybe they got sent it early, so they had to come up with something quickly.
Yeah, that, and if they sometimes when they get sent the stuff, it's still not the final. It's like the concept of it.
Yeah,
I remember
fixed it up.
Kylo Ren's command ship. That was always going to be grey, and at the last minute, LucasArts changed it to black.
That was always going to be black, wasn't it? But it was just the reference images weren't clear enough, I think.
Oh, really? I thought it was always that, and it was a last minute change.
No.
And then I think Krennic ship or one of them where they built it and they didn't know that the wings folded down.
That was also that was the first Kylo Ren shuttle, yeah.
Oh, it was Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, we did a second one.
Yeah. It's a shame because the first set is actually very, very good. Just the wrong color and the wings don't move. Which you got a feel for Lego on that one, like I guess, or maybe not so much the color, but the wing feature is hard to bash them for if they weren't aware of that.
Very cool. Right, I'm going to be on bag 2 as well. So let's have a look at what someone's built. Tech, do you want to show us where you're at so far with your Razor Crest? Because
it doesn't really look like it's changed all that much, to be honest. I put the feet on.
Oh, come on, just show us. Show us. You're the eye candy, you know that.
Right, it's upside down at the moment because I'm putting the feet on. So we're going upside down Razor Crest.
Oh, it's got some nice landing gear.
Yeah, I want to try and modify it so take them out, and I think it's going to be quite easy actually. They've not made it like I thought that it was going to be such a task to like pull the feet out, but it's not going to be too bad. So at least then when it's on like a wicker brick stand or something,
yeah,
then it looks like it's flying. It's not just got its feet dangling down.
But I got to ask you, do you think it? I personally, right? Again, I'm not putting words into your mouth. I actually think it is worth the money that it is.
Like Craig said, I think it's very good value for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm definitely getting that.
Really nice interior space. And like I said, the wings and stuff on it looks like huge. So yeah, I think it's pretty good value for it.
I'm just not sure if I'm going to get that before I get something like what would probably be the X-wing this year or something like that. You know, be interesting to see what does come out on May the 4th.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much you want to spend at the time, but the fact that this is obviously going to be out, like the X-wing, I imagine will outlive this.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And do you think that it was justified that they actually did that set, the Razor Crest, when really it's only been in? It's not really a legendary spacecraft, is it? It just happens to be one that's with a very familiar, well-known character.
Yeah, I think the ship itself definitely got a lot of love, and that I guess that's no fault of Lego really. They're going off what's popular. The playset obviously sold really well, was quite hard to get at the beginning, even though they did pre-orders as well for it. So, like off the back of that, you go, okay, then maybe this is a set that people would like to see at a bigger scale.
Although with the Razor Crest, I think some of the sales were due to Grogu, because I remember, to be honest, I bought the Razor Crest because of Grogu. I'm very happy with it and I love it, but part of me only bought it for the little one.
Yeah,
and we didn't know that it would be in the future part of so many cheaper sets.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair point. They knew what they were doing with that one for sure.
Another thing with the Razor Crest is it's only been around for 4 years. When you look at the Millennium Falcon, the X-Wings, they've been around since late 70s. So it's only a 4-year run, isn't it? So it's needs time to get into that legendary status, but I think it's moving there. I think you will get another Razor Crest down the line.
Yeah. It's going to be the end of the season.
Pelly Moto get him another one.
Yeah, she's Pelly will get in touch with him and say, "Oh, I've got your new wheels here. Do you want to come and see them?" And he'll go around and it'll be like, "Oh, it's a Razor Crest." I tell you what, the figures that come with this are pretty good, aren't they?
Although the Pelly Moto hair is horrific.
Do you reckon?
There's a Friends hairpiece.
So are you talking about her hair in real life, or
no? Well, I mean, her perm's not great, but
it ain't my sort of hairstyle, and I ain't. You know what I mean?
You can switch that hairpiece out for one of the Friends hairpieces that actually looks like her hair, and it's a lot better. It takes the figure up loads.
Friends is in the dolls, the dolls.
Yeah, it's a rubberized hairpiece. I think I can't remember who.
I'll have to have a look.
But it's such an obvious hairpiece.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good that we can sort of modify them a little bit and get the right ones out.
Having the belt was a nice touch as well.
That is, and you get a spare one as well by the looks of it.
So
that is a good touch. I like all that sort of thing. I prefer that over like cloth things and things like that,
Yeah.
So apparently, if you live if you live in Australia now, you can actually buy Rivendell now.
Oh, there we go. Andrea's hair from Friends. If you get that one in reddish
Andrea's
brown.
hair. Let me have a look.
Look it up, Baz. She's a good character, though. I do like her character.
Yeah, she is very good.
I love her, mate. With that, the mayor's right hand.
Do you like it because she looks like Sigourney Weaver from Alien?
You reckon?
Wait, squint your eyes a little bit.
Sorry, Lego Friends. What was she called again?
Andrea. Andrea.
Right, I'm going to say goodbye because my dinner is ready. So,
bye, Craig.
Have a nice one,
you all
mate.
later.
Good to see you, dude.
Take care,
Good
Craig.
luck, Craig. Take care, mate.
Good to see you, dude. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same. So
Oh, he's off. He built it already. He's done and dusted.
I finished it about half an hour ago. So
No, he's boasting. Matt, you've got to learn the art of milking it. What can I say?
Yeah.
But anyway, well done. Are you going to do a video coming out this week? Was it worth it?
if I could find my version of the back piece, then I might think about it. But I think, as you said earlier, that ship has kind of sailed. So
okay, well, you never know. I mean, the amount of people I saw, YouTubers that were doing videos on, oh, look at the Mandalorian's back, amazing, and it was just basically showing the Razor Crest. I was like, I couldn't help myself. I had to comment on the video, so well, the Razor Crest wasn't in it, so I was compelled. But it was a cool set, and yeah, do I miss the Razor Crest? I don't know. I quite like the fact we've got someone that goes through different ships. I'm like, why not? I haven't had that before, have we? Someone that goes in and gets different styles of ships. I was watching the last episode of Mandalorian today, and I just loved seeing Slave One flying around, and smashing up everything. I loved that. I did. So, you know what? Lego, give us a UCS version of maybe Jango Fett's Slave One. I'll be well up for that. That's for sure. Anyway, good to see Matt. Matt, are you going to be streaming at all next week? You seem to be doing Thursdays. You've done a few Thursdays now.
yeah, no, just going to be doing Thursday again. Going to have a few people on building the foosball set, so that will be a nice little train crash of a set to build. So it should be fun.
I'd like to say enjoy, Matt, but I'm not sure. Okay. Who else is going to be on it? Just out of interest, who else is going to be on it?
I think we're gonna have Brixish might be on it. Tech, did you end up getting one?
Yeah, I got it. I got picked up from my mum today, so I'll be
Tech,
on it.
Brickapix might be on towards the end. I think, unfortunately, she might be working on that, and I'm sure there's somebody else who I've forgotten.
Brickbods.
So yeah, I mean, if there's anybody else out there who's got one and wants to join, by all means.
I only have a build one. I'm so sorry.
Take it apart.
Yeah, you can take it apart. So.
Would you? First of all, before they build it, would you recommend it, Lady McBrick?
I like it. It has 2 flaws. One of them is there are not enough players on the field, and the second one is
5-a-side.
But the second one is, which probably would have been easy to fix. There is no place to really throw in the ball. And on top you can, but the classic one, it would have been nice if they had left a hole in it to kick in the ball.
A hole? Well, they've not got a goal in there. They got goals, haven't they?
Yeah, goals. No, it's when you picture a classic wooden football table. Usually there is a hole at the side where you push in the ball. It's round so that it comes in
on the halfway line, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Of course. Then it just comes in, and you both got equal chance of actually, kicking it. Yeah, that's a good point. But let me say, it's more expensive than a foos table is. But anyway, all right, folks. What time are you going to be kicking off? If you don't pardon the pun.
That'll be 8:30 UK time and 3:30 EST American. This Thursday.
What's that in Australian time, Matt?
It's silly o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it will be. Actually, I don't think it's too bad. It's It's 6:30, actually. So, all right, fair enough. All right, good stuff.
Matt, if you ever consider changing it, I would be eternally grateful if you not postponed it to later, but rather brought it earlier. Because for me, it's already 9:30. When it's 8:30, it's.
Yeah. Okay, well, keep that in mind. It's usually those got to get the kids in bed or at least settled. It's kind of
right.
Otherwise, they'll be screaming in the background, which I'm sure everyone would appreciate.
Oh, well, look, Matt, enjoy your stream anyway. And maybe you should come out with a video after it. Or was it worth it? That should be your catchphrase. Matt, that's your catchphrase. Sorted, that is.
Yeah. Was it worth it? Was this stream worth it? Cool.
Well, we'll soon find out. Anyway, all right. Well, anyway,
cool.
Good to see you,
everyone.
Look after yourself. Be good.
Be good.
Bye.
Oh, that's funny. The food table.
I'm so grateful. Now I'm not the only one anymore who has it.
Yeah, I just it doesn't float my boat, and I enjoy football as well, but I haven't got any practical reason to have it. That's why I haven't got it, to be honest. What was your excuse for getting it, Tech? Is it anything? Is it related to Star Wars in any way, shape, or form? Or
there may be some reason behind that. No, I think I actually quite like the concept of it. I definitely wouldn't have paid full price for it. I think I got it for like $120 or $130 when it come like right down.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So, and I wanted a load of the face prints for some like purist customs that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just going to switch them all out to have like yellow faces. And then I'll switch the hands and the faces out. So, but yeah, no, I like the concept of obviously football fan. So, yeah, I'd like to give it a go for the price. And even if I end up parting out the actual build,
yeah,
the part out value of it is pretty good.
Yeah, no, of course. And do you know what? As a concept, I'm like you. I do like it. It's a bit like I tell you what I want to get, and I've got no use for it other than I want to build it because I like it, and that is the string quartet, the jazz quartet, I should say.
Yeah.
So you know, I just because I like the way the figures are created on that, and that's simply it. Really. So sometimes you know I do have to justify things. I love Star Wars, and so I'm always a bit like, oh, should I, shan't I? And I still might do another Mandalorian stream in a few weeks' time. I've got I've got Gideon's cruiser to build as well, and I think that looks like a decent set. But
wait, have you seen how much that Moff Gideon figure is now?
Yeah.
Is he expensive? Is he going
almost
for
the same price as what the set was, wasn't it?
No, really?
Dude, honestly, I would. I'm so tempted to hedge my bets on them being like, because he was in the last promo trailer for Mando, so I'm like, do I just sell my figure and then like just chance them re-releasing it? But on the small thing that they don't, I'd be gutted because it's only going to go up.
Because so is he definitely going to be in this season? Because
he was. He is. He was in one of the later release trailers.
Oh, see, I haven't seen any of the trailers for it. Sorry. And that's not because it just didn't come across my radar.
Yeah.
But
he might look a little different. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really? Okay.
From his figure that we know of.
Well, that's the thing. You see, if he's got a different outfit on, then the chances of having that same figure come back are lowered, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And he is a cool character. I mean, his outfit was very Darth Vader-like, I thought.
Yeah, I think if anyone just particularly wants that character, or even as like a bit of an investment thing, like if you could find someone that like a bricklink seller that you could sell the ship to for like parts, and then you wanted to sell the figure or like and try to do it that way, there's some serious money to be made there. Like that's how much he's gone up. So if you can find it like in a local toy store anywhere that's still kind of lingering, then it will be it's a pretty good buy, I think.
Nice. I didn't know that. Good to know. And the set is, I presume, it has retired some time ago.
It retired at the end of last year, I believe.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So there should be a few floating around still somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice looking one. It's a set. I'd like while the Mandalorian season's on, it's like it's a good time to sort of do some Mandalorian style sets. I was almost tempted to do the helmet, and then I thought, well, I've got this to do, and I'm glad I chose this one, Baz, because this ship looked great this week on that show.
Yeah, it's my favourite. My favourite of all Star Wars ships.
Yeah, I do like the speed of it. I think it could give an X-wing a run for its money. You know,
It's very early, isn't it? You think it's in the Naboo Starfighter, so episode 1.
Of course, they were a lot earlier. Yeah, you're right. Probably faster than a X-wing, but just not as maneuverable.
I just love the noise it makes when it goes fast. That noise is awesome.
Yeah, it is really good. Minifig says, I reckon they'll say he killed Cara Dune off screen. No, they haven't. There was a quick conversation, wasn't there, Baz, about who's where and stuff like that.
Have you seen it?
Has who seen it, Baz?
Who asked the question?
Gaz.
Who? Have you seen it, Gaz? So I won't say if you haven't seen it, mate. I thought you might have done by now. What happened to your Star Wars program tech that you do?
I got it from work yesterday. I was out for the camp. But I think I might do it tomorrow before the BritWatch stream. And then either continue at that time or maybe then go back to Friday night.
Gotcha.
I'm just getting home from work at the moment and being out, being out in this cold, and I know it's going to get very cold next week.
This is a cold week coming, dude. Yeah.
It just takes it out of me. I'm just
do you know what? I don't mean this horribly, but I'm glad it does, because I find the cold absolutely zaps my energy.
Yeah.
It totally does.
Oh, it's freezing in. It's meant to be snowing next week.
Yeah.
This keeps coming off every time I build it. Baz, does this keep coming off for you?
It's not the strongest connection, is it?
I'm just building it now, so I've not got it on there yet.
I was listening to the stream before I joined, and I have to say, Baz said, "You don't do much more than us." When you're hosting, didn't make me laugh.
He just pushes a few buttons, and not just the ones there, our buttons and all. So
you don't do much more than we are.
Yeah. He's naughty, it's old Bazza.
We love it.
Naughty Baz. So yeah, what was Rosie's short about then? Was he just talking to Simon?
Yeah, it was just this guy. Oh, Lego's. I don't know if it's like Lego hired this guy or something like that. But it's just basically him saying, "Oh, this set's going to be made into through ideas," and then the guy was talking about it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh wow, man! I'm putting the canopies on. It won't be long now. I'll be doing the engines, I reckon, Baz.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I've done the canopies.
Yeah, I got to say, I do like the way the canopy works.
It's slightly wrong. Now, I'm not shooting it down because obviously the real canopy.
Every time I say to you, "What do you think?" Oh, I don't like it. Is there a problem with it?
No. But the real canopy shoots forwards, but this one opens up. Now, I'm not knocking that. But if you look at the way the canopy sits at the front, and then you've got the astromech canopy on top, it overlaps, and it shouldn't. If you look on the actual M1, it shouldn't do that. So I'm going to personally raise that up by one stud, maybe 2 studs.
I reckon a plate would do it. Personally,
you still got to raise up at the back, innit? Because the way it's sitting at the back.
Yeah.
Because it's on a hinge. But I'm going to definitely raise it up.
You could do all that with a plate. Not plates. Plates. I reckon plates could do it. Maybe even 2 plates.
Yeah, 2 plates. I don't think one's enough. I'm going to modify it because I'm going to be really particular about it. Because I do like it, but I think it can just be made slightly better.
Yeah. Maybe look at some mods as well, because Cranky was there on Bricktastic last week, and they took up their one, and they came out with their version of the Starfighter pretty quick after that episode came out. Right, we've got 47 votes out there at the moment, folks. Keep it going. Come on. We got 3 more. We've got 50. That's amazing. And thank you for all the thumbs up as well. We're on 33. What are people saying out there? Let's engage with them a little bit. Brickapig's got it at 124, which is 40% off. The Brickbods, they paid half price for their one. That's not bad. That's a good price. They also bought the typewriter as well. I'm going to be quite interested to know what they think about that build. Minifigures, I reckon they'll say they've killed Cara Dune off screen. No, they haven't done that, actually.
No.
She's not been killed off.
She's on a special mission, isn't she? By Special Forces.
Special Forces. How long is it too long for a Bricktastic review? I had nearly 2 hours of footage, and I'm still at 37 minutes now. What's your review? Oh, it's a Bricktastic review. Blubby. I don't know. Mine's going to come out Tuesday, folks, in case you're wondering. And it will be... I don't know how long it's going to be, actually. I've got quite a few interviews in that, and might as well put it in. I was thinking about doing it as 2 parts, but I think if I go next year... then I'll do a 2-parter, I think, then. Minifigures says, maybe if I can lop off 7 minutes or round it up to 40 minutes to Brickbods or chapterizing it. Yeah, definitely chapterize it. Minifigures says, I've seen it. I reckon that's how they'll bring Gideon back into it, potentially. It's just so many mocks. I don't think there is an easy split. Do it over 2 parts, then. Trevor's video saying, wishing you well the rest of the stream. Going for some dinner. Take care, everyone. He always says dinner when we're having it when I'm streaming. But good on you, though,
You
Trevor.
stream often during dinner time.
Do I?
So think about it that way.
Maybe I do. But I don't know. Maybe I just eat at funny times. But I just go at times when people are around as well. Do you know what I mean? People could be at home, tucking into their starter, and and tuning into my channel to watch us. Bunch of people building.
Choose your words carefully.
Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I wasn't going to say Muppet or anything like that, honest. Boom, 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 boom. So, Tech, you up to anything this weekend, or are you working?
No, nice chill weekend this week. Paige has gone skiing, so I got the house to myself.
Oh, nice. Where's she? Has she gone Canada or something?
No, nothing too fancy. Just Rebati in France.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How's your fun, by the way?
It's okay. It's okay. Thanks, Baz.
I wonder why you broke it, didn't you?
Yep, broke it in 3 places.
3 places. Oh,
yeah.
Dude. So what in like Reading, Oxford, and London or something like that? Is it?
Yeah, across three postcodes.
Sorry, that was a naff joke. I couldn't help myself.
That was possibly your worst ever.
Is it really? Yeah, is that worse than the cabbage one? It can't be worse than the cabbage one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'll give up then. I'll retire now. It's worse. Oh God. I tell you, when a finger breaks, his knife looks a bit weird, doesn't it, on your hand?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that ain't meant to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a stinger, but I'll soldier through.
Did you say that it stung? Did it sting?
Oh, mate. I had gloves on. I hit it with a hammer, so I had gloves on.
Tech! Ouch. What sort of hammer? What sort of hammer was it?
An S-Wing.
Oh.
What'd you do? Look away or something?
I don't know what I did. It was first thing on a Monday morning.
He's looking at his stats, wasn't he, for the weekend of streaming or something?
Yeah, mate, they haven't moved in months. But no, I don't know what I did, but yeah, I did. So literally first thing I done, that happened, and then because I had a glove on, I just was like, it felt like it was bleeding. Like you could feel all the like adrenaline, the blood rushing to the end of the finger, and I was like, I swear this has got to be bleeding. So I just refused to take the glove off, and like I was like, the stinging will go away eventually. So I carried on the day, and then it was only when I got home and so I had a shower, obviously took the glove off, and I could see like it was all all swollen and that.
Oh, Tech, you went all day with it broken.
Yeah. And,
Dude.
I got home, sat on the sofa, and thought, this is really starting to hurt now. This is unbearable. So when Paige came home, she took me down.
It must have been throbbing. You
It
know what I mean?
was, yeah.
And your thumb would have been in a terrible condition as well.
Oh, for God's
Um,
Oh, good lord.
But no, seriously. So what did they do? Did you get it there? I mean, did they? I mean, after you must have been 8 hours between breaking it and getting it.
Oh yeah, by the time I got seen, I probably like 12 hours.
Oh, dude, I mean, that started healing again at that point.
Yeah, I was worried that it was going to be broken, and then they were like, "Nah, it's not broken because it had so long to heal." But no, what are you crying over this? Why it's not even broken? No, there was. I mean, it's broken fun thingo. They can't do a lot for it, can they? It's just you gotta suck it up. Really, there was obviously like a big blood blister under the nail, so they had to pop that. But,
yeah,
not pleasant.
That's nasty. That is nasty.
Sorry, Baz.
Yeah.
Oh.
Minifigures says, Minifigures says, "Hey, how would you take the glove off if it was swollen?"
It's not a super tight glove.
It wasn't like a boxing glove, Gaz.
No,
it's like a workman glove, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah. There's a bit of stretch in them.
Was it a latex glove or something? One of those posh ones as well. None of that powder stuff that they put in the cheap ones. Ooh,
none of that.
But Tech, I do feel for you, man, because that would have hurt. When you saw the X-rays, did you think, that ain't coming back from that?
Yeah. I was like, cool. Well, at first, like, because they the woman had a look at it, and then she sent me down to the X-ray unit, and the woman that X-rayed it was like, "Do you think it's broken?" I was like, "I don't." She was like, "Do you want to see it?" I was like, "Nah, not really." And then as I went through to the next one, because then they had to like drain it, she was like, "Look, here it is." I was like, "Oh, thanks for that." And yeah, 3 pieces just snapped off the end. I was like,
"Oh, dude, my brother, right? He's a carpenter as well, and he hit his thumb once, and it blew up. Like it looked like a light bulb, but without the bit that kind of illuminates. And but he had to do the now, and he did it with an electric drill.
Oh,
but he got the tiniest bit that he's got, and he did it, and it was. And basically, he passed out. He did it. It was just that bit where it goes beep, like that. You know that bit where it goes beep, like that. And he did it, and it just the blood just went everywhere around the kitchen, and he passed out. He fainted. But he said it was such a relief. I wouldn't recommend people do that at home, folks. Get professional advice on that, and get yourself down the hospital.
You really don't need a.
Well, it's a carpenter, isn't it? He's like, what have I got to hand that I can use?
A 10mm auger bit just going through your hand. Like.
Yeah, he had it on hammer setting and everything.
That's Phil.
That's Phil. No, honestly, you got to be careful, folks. Honestly, the best thing to do, right, is just not hit your thumb with a hammer.
Well, yeah, if I could tell myself anything, that would certainly be it.
Yeah, if you could restart Monday morning, that's what you say to yourself.
Crying out loud.
Yeah. Oh, right. I'm starting to build the first engine now. I'm liking these engines. Very reminds me of the pod racers. They're all right. Tech, I'm interested to know, did you watch The Bad Batch this week?
I did, and it was definitely one of the better episodes.
Definitely, yeah. I agree.
The best episode of Bad Batch seemed to be when the main cast aren't in it, or in it a lot less.
Yeah, it does seem to be a bit of a thing.
But
did anyone else out there watch it?
It's been okay.
Yeah, I still don't know where they're going with it. I don't think
they do.
Yeah, it's like when they do the stories, it's like, have we done this story before? I'm like, I keep thinking that have we done something similar to this? It feels a bit samey. There's a lot of filler episodes in it.
Too many.
Yeah.
Many.
Can you tell me about the Bad Batch? Something that I don't understand. Maybe there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch.
We'll let Bazza answer this.
I wouldn't have a clue.
They are presumed to be dead by the Empire and everyone. They always wear helmets. Why do they not change their uniform entire so in order to keep up the appearance that they are dead?
I don't know if they are presumed to be dead, are they?
I don't think they are presumed dead.
I know they're presumed missing, other than obviously Crosshair. I think they're presumed missing and like gone rogue, but I don't know if
because Crosshair definitely would have said that they're still alive.
Yeah, but I thought they were on Camino, and the Empire knew that they were, and then Camino destroyed, and everyone now thought, cause what's the guy who gave the order?
Rampart.
I thought he made sure that they were killed, and didn't he send out someone to check on it?
Did they not fight? Did they not in the first was it the first or the second episode of this season? Did they not get identified that it was them when when they were like stealing from those crates from Dooku? Did they not get seen then? I don't know. Maybe I'm completely misremembering.
Yeah, I think that's when I thought of it, when they that they were hesitant to go there because they did not want to make public that they are still alive.
Right.
And then I thought, just change the uniform.
Yeah, it's a fair point. It's a very fair point.
No, you're right, Nicole. But I kind of presume that they're not presumed dead. So,
but you bring up a good point. They obliterated Camino, so it would make sense for them to be presumed dead.
Well, and they want them dead because they don't want anyone to recall what happened on Camino, do they?
Yeah.
But this is Palpatine pulling all the strings in the background with all that lot. And that's kind of feeding into the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, really, I suppose, to a certain degree as well. And the last three Star Wars movies, especially the number 9.
Yeah, Mandoverse is definitely leading up towards episode.
Yeah, it has to. Yeah, it has to.
Order. I am interested to know, so I don't think there's any argument really that in a lot of people's eyes, the Clone Wars made the prequels or heightened a lot of the opinion based on the prequels.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Mandoverse as it's been called. I wonder if that is going to have such an impact that it makes the sequels more liked amongst people. It depends, depending on how in depth they go on certain things.
Yeah, maybe. Hi, Tova. Good to see you, dude. Yeah,
that's a good point.
I think it will, Tech. I think it will.
Yeah.
These are quite intricate, these little engines, aren't they, Baz?
They are, yeah. There's a lot to put together. I think the engine's actually pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, it's got a fair amount of greebling, it feels like, with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of texture and bits and pieces to it.
Yeah. Gazza says, my brother-in-law is an engineer. He's terrible when he cuts himself. He just uses glue to fix it and carries on. Oh, blimey. It's a bit rough, isn't it? Yeah, imagine trying to take his fingerprints. At least he uses glue. My hubby just... What, really? Forgets about it. It's all about what happens to your leg. To your leg? What happened to your leg? He'll look down and go, oh, I walked into something earlier. Blimey. What's his name? Rambo? I need a medic. I'll go down.
I can imagine you, Greg.
I'll be on the ground like this, with arm up in the air, calling up some physio that doesn't exist.
Jeeves, get on the phone, Jeeves.
And that's when he just breaks a nail.
Quick, phone up Booper now. Get Booper around here now. What can I say? That's you got to have your health, folks. Got to have your health. And look after yourselves out there as well. Don't go around eating your thumbs with hammers. I wonder. Oh, he's gone away. I was going to ask him. Did he finish his job?
No, I'm still here. Sorry.
Did you finish the job that you were doing that day?
Yeah, that
Of
little
course I
dig.
did. I'm a soldier. I didn't make a fuss at all. My boss only found out when I told him I wasn't coming in the next day.
Oh,
He was like, "You carried on working. You didn't mention you got a broken finger or broken thumb in 3 places." I said, "You know me, boss. I don't like to make a fuss. Just get the job done."
get the job done. Yeah. Get the mission accomplished, and
That's it.
that's it. That's a man on an alley rate. That is, folks. Right, what we got here? That's round there like that. Oh, I'm really enjoying the intricacies of these engines. Oh, yeah, really cool. Oh, they got these little nib bits at the end as well.
Sorry,
These look
so
quite
they're
good.
What?
Nib bits.
Oh,
Nib bits.
Nibs.
we said nips.
No, I didn't say nibs.
Shush your nib bits.
It's like a
Everyone
castle
wants
piece.
to see Greg's nip bits.
You leave my nibs out of his head.
Although if it's particularly cold out, you can see it through his shirt sometimes.
Yeah, you hang your coat on him, mate. Bloody cold in Manchester, I know that much. Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe it didn't rain when we was up there. It wasn't too bad, to be honest.
Nah, it was cold though.
Yeah, it was a bit cold.
Grim up north.
Bit taters, was it?
Mm.
Yeah, anyway. Brickapick says, yeah, at least you just go, the hubby just bleeds. That's mad. That's mad, that is. Anyone out there building anything today? Or are you going to be watching some TV tonight or what? You seen any good films recently, Baz?
No, I downloaded 2 today actually, which I was talking to the lads about earlier on Discord. I haven't watched them yet. I'm looking forward to watching them. One is called Beast, I think, with Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's in a car and they get attacked by a lion.
A lion, isn't it? It's a big lion.
So I'll download that, and another one called Plane, where it's Gerard Butler and they crash or something, and it's like an action film.
Baz, you got really lazy with the searching for that. Just one word, one word film. Didn't you?
One word films. Can't even bother to put there in.
He normally adds more words to his to things. He does. It's very unlike Baz. Right. I'm making a right meal of this engine at the moment.
I know, it's a bit, I don't know.
They're fiddly.
Annoying. Yeah.
But it will look good once it's put on. But
I think I've finished. Bar one thing that me and Tech always do at the end of each build.
Oh, you're not one of these minifigures.
Yeah, minifigs build at the end.
Oh.
This is the way. I have spoken.
This is the way, yeah. I have spoken.
Do you know, I miss Quill, to be honest. I like
He was a
Quill.
great character.
He was an awesome character, yeah.
Do you actually know what? I appreciate them not dragging out, or killing off someone that they definitely could have kept around for seasons and wouldn't have been a problem. Like, they were brave enough to be like, oh, this is a really likable character. Let's make his death really impactful and really significant.
No, you're right, mate. They absolutely did.
Which I think is something that Disney have been criticized for a lot with when it comes to Star Wars. Is a lot of characters get stay around or oversell their, what's the phrase? Overstay their welcome kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, he was a very good character. I'm interested to see the minifigure in person because he's in one of the later bags. Because the mold looks quite a lot different to the regular Ugnaught mold that they use. So,
so Scott, I think he's got a slightly longer face.
Yeah, and I don't know really what their choice was because I actually really like the Ugnaught mold that they have for like the Cloud City one and things like that.
But he seems quite a clever Ognaut, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so it goes like that. How you getting on with your AT-AT so far, Lady Brick?
I'm building legs. The body is done, except of the head.
Nice.
And now I'm building the legs.
Sweet. Right, I'm hoping now I've done this, I can just squeeze it all together. Yeah, they are fiddly, these engines. But once they're together, they're together. Very good. Quite satisfying, actually. I do like the design of this, though. Having the two big engines at the front and stuff like that. They're definitely going down the sort of muscle car sort of vibe for it.
That's exactly what they were doing with this.
Hey, we've got Mr. Not That Sam Smith.
Hello, Sammy boy.
He was at Bricktastic.
Wasn't he just?
He was. I thought he'd had a heavy night the night before, actually. I thought he was a bit hungover.
It was us playing top trumps to the early hours.
Because you're a bit of a night owl as well, Tech, aren't you, to be honest?
Yeah, I am. But to be fair, we've got in bed at a reasonable time, actually.
Where did you guys stay up there as well? Was you like premiering it or something?
It's just a Motel 1, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've stayed there before. Moto 1, just around the corner.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it was alright. Did the job. Although there was a guy. Sam got a bit scared of the guy that was passed out outside my room. He was texting me like, "Let me in quick! They're gonna get to my job." Look at Sammy boy. Sam, are you at work or are you not working today?
Right. I'm quite pleased with that. That'll do. Tech, you're a big Disney fan. What do you think of this new CMF series coming out?
I love it. I really, really love it. I think it's very, very good.
Yeah, me too.
We got Sorcerer Mickey, which was the absolute no-brainer.
It was a must.
I'm glad Baz has got a couple of Robin Hood characters.
Yes.
They look good.
I'm well pleased.
Yeah, Stitch with 4 arms, love that.
Yeah,
Stitch, really, really love that. Yeah, there's no one. To be honest, there's no one like super obvious that I'm thinking. Oh, they still haven't done a minifigure of them. I think Baymax is arguably the weakest minifigure. I think that probably could have been done better, maybe in one of the sets, and like they put like maybe a big fig mold, or even use like the Hagrid mold, or like something similar to that.
Yeah,
I think would have made a lot more sense. But no, on the whole, the series, and going back to 18 as well for this series, was a good shout.
Yeah, the only thing for me is I'd like to see a few more Walt Disney, obviously, because I'm old school. So I'd like to have seen a Mowgli and Baloo, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they do how they end up doing like the animal characters that aren't like the Lion King, like the Jungle Book, like how if they end up doing specific molds, because they're like that obviously wouldn't lend itself necessarily great to a CMF, but I would love to like a Pride Rock set or something like that.
Yeah.
I would really like that.
That would be cool. Yeah, I agree.
You need to keep your fingers crossed for me. For the very first time, I bought a whole box of 36 minifigs, and it comes as a really good price. I pay 122 euros for it.
Nice. Very nice. It's what is that the Disney ones you've like pre-ordered?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's really good. Because one, like I'm gonna want doubles of quite a lot of those figures anyway, and two, even if you don't, they're gonna sell. Like if you want to just sell a few off to get a bit of the money back, you're easily gonna make some of the money back. So yeah, that's a very good price as well. I need to look at getting a box of those.
Right. The only downside is I pre-ordered it, and it's a bit early because they only come out in May.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Do you think they do the box of 6s? Because they didn't do that in Series 24, did they? But they did for 23.
Yeah, I don't know because there's 18. I don't know. It wouldn't split as well, I guess. But I don't know. Yeah, be interesting.
Yeah, how many figures come in this series? It is quite a few, isn't it? It's 18 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finished now, Greg.
Oh, sweet, man. What do you reckon of it, Baz? What's your...
Do you know what? Now it's built, it's one of those that I like a lot more. However, it does need modding, and I will be modding it.
Yeah.
I have to.
Do you think for the money, though, it was worth it?
Yeah, for the money, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I got mine as a birthday present last year, so
definitely worth it then.
I think exactly, but I think the cheapest I've seen it is about 37.
Yeah.
So that's, if you got it for that price, it's really good. But if you get it retail price, I still don't think it's that bad for what you're getting, really.
What is it retail? 55 or 60?
When it first came out, because they bumped the price up, didn't they? When they price liked everything, I think it was 50, 49.99, and then I think it went up to 55, something like that.
Okay.
Could be wrong. But yeah, just a few mods, and I'll be very happy with this. Putting it on display with my Razor Crest. Definitely going to get one of those stands that has it on the side, so it's side angled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it look really cool like that.
Yeah, I look at like Wikibricks, or I display it, and just see which one's sort of most reasonable.
I mean, I know they're expensive, but I don't mind spending the money if I know it's going to look pretty good.
Yeah. I like spending them on the shuttles, because then you can unfold the wings.
You should have a look, Baz, about like some of the measurements, and like, because if you want to display it with your Razor Crest, get one that could fit like both of them in, and then and then you have like a little display within the display case.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, side by side. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, definitely going to tile this off. I know it's brick built, I know it's bricks, but going to tile this off. Definitely need some yellow stripes at the back there, because it's missing yellow stripes there and now. I'm going to raise up the astromech port, so I'm going to have a little play with it.
Yeah. You know, if you look underneath it, look under the hole, and you'll see a brown plate. That needs to have been grey, that one.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Yeah, could put maybe something over the top of that.
Yeah.
So
we got Andrew out there. Hey, Brick and Brute. Good to see you, dude. He must be getting excited. It's Rivendell Day for him. And we've got Liz out there too. Hey, Liz. How you doing? Don't forget, folks, if you just tuned in, I know a couple of you have, hit that like button and have a look at that survey. I actually got 52 votes in there, so thank you, everybody. Always appreciate that. And basically, are you a fan of the Lego Star Wars MIDI scale Executor set that's coming out on May the 1st? Yes, say 58%, no 25%, and undecided 17%. What's your thoughts on the Executor, Tech?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool to see that scale come back, like the MIDI scale, as people like to call it. I think I would have been very, very disappointed had they have gone and done like a massive UCS scale one after they've just retired this regular Star Destroyer. Like, I think that would have been a bit of a shame. I think they're a little bit too similar, a bit too close together. So yeah, it's nice, and it just opens up the door for a lot of these like big flagship. Like, could you imagine if we could get like one of those, like a Venator?
I like the Venator
hand, like all of those in that sort of scale. I think it's just nice. It's just nice to have something that's really nice to look at, but it's not so like imposing or so impossible to kind of display. like you can put that on a shelf and it represents what it's meant to be very well. It doesn't need to be like 6 foot long for it to be sort of super impressive. So yeah, I'm glad. And like I said, I think I'm most excited for the like possibilities it kind of opens up if it does well.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. I really do. It's some people could call it a dust collector, and of course it is. But it's a pretty cool design.
Yeah,
I love the shape of it. It's like it's very spearheady. It's almost like a flint, you know. I like it. And I'd be definitely up for that if they brought out a range of those as well.
Yeah, it makes me wonder because of how similar it is to like the Nebulon B, if it was originally designed to be one of these like con exclusives and like run along that line, but because obviously they're not doing con exclusives now, they've kind of like, oh, okay, we can put this under the 18 plus line. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. Would you like to have seen a minifigure come with it as well?
I mean, it would have made sense maybe to have a Vader in it, but then Vader is quite an accessible figure, even with the printed arms now. Like, it doesn't. It's not a massive deal.
No. But I would have liked. Do you know what I would like to have seen with it? Like some sort of exclusive nano figure.
Yeah, that could have been quite cool.
That could have been a thing, but I'm happy with the shape of it. Well, what about you, Nicole? Have you seen the Executor that's coming out?
Yes, and I really like it. It's nice.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the ship anyway. I think that's always cool. Baz, you got any thoughts on the Executor?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not for me personally. I mean, if I was to collect just solely Star Wars, then it probably would speak more to me. Like I say, I'm a bit more selective on what I get Star Wars and all themes now. But I think it's a fantastic set. It's a nice mid-range set for people who don't want a massive, they don't have the space or don't want a massive version of it. Is it retired now, the big one? It's really expensive, wasn't it? Yeah. So, it's a nice, and it's a 40th anniversary set as well, isn't it? So if you're a collector, I suppose it speaks to you as well that way. But
it's got the little Return of the Jedi plaque, hasn't it? Is that a sticker?
That's
or is
right.
that...
Yeah, I believe they're printed. I think they're printed. And that for me makes it very collectible and like, I'd like that.
Yeah.
And that would be a nice set to build on a stream.
Yeah.
Around May the 4th.
Are you going to get it day one then, Greg, do you think? Or like for May 4th?
I might do. I'm not pre-ordering it, so I'll go to the shop and get it. I'm intrigued to know what is going to be the UCS set this year and all that thing. Do you know what? I'm this year. I'm buying stuff if I feel it's the value is that I get something else out of it, like a gift with purchase, like the removal van and things like that.
Yeah,
that to me totally makes it worth it. If there isn't anything special coming out of it, a bit like Rivendell, yeah, of course you got the brick heads, but that isn't to me, isn't like, oh yeah, I must have it for that.
Yeah,
but
it's
I don't know.
Poor actually.
Well, it's not. It's not the best move they've ever made.
But that set, they could have brought out a little build, something like Gandalf's little cart with his fireworks in the back, that kind of thing, which they've done before. Something along that lines. Just the brickheads, it's not worth getting day one for those, I don't think.
I'm really torn about it because my initial thought was, that's cheap. Why do you give me a gift with purchase that I can buy off the shelf? On the other hand, it's quite charming that you get a gift with purchase. If you don't want to spend the money on it, but you like the gift with purchase, you can buy it. Like, for example, with the moving truck. If you very unfortunately had bought the Jazz Hotel first, and then you don't either have the money or no interest in buying anything else, but you want the moving truck, can you imagine if you as a customer would have the chance to just grab the moving truck off the shelf as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, we've talked about that with other gift with purchases as well, like the Blacktron set and the Forestman set. I think those type of sets that are going to speak to a lot of people, I think they should have the option of being able to buy it rather than just try and spend 160 quid to get it, or do what I do and having to buy possibly on the secondary market on eBay.
Yeah, I think the removal van now is kind of down to around £25, isn't it?
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
It's not that pricey anymore. Yeah, you can get it for quite reasonable. Brickbot's saying for AFOLs, the gift for purchase with Rivendell would have to be super worth not getting the AFOL, the 15% AFOL discount later. The 2 brickheads are not as good as £60 off.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even double VIP points, because like let's be honest, if you're really fussed about getting Rivendell straight away, then you've probably already got the brickheads if you at least if you wanted them.
Right.
So yeah, obviously I'm not into it anyway, but if I was a fan, like it wouldn't do enough to entice me. I would be waiting for AFO Day or waiting for double VIP points and a good gift for purchase. I think they are bringing out the I think you will also get is it the World of Houses? Something like that gift for purchase. If you spend over like 220, then you get that as well. So that will also work if you buy Rivendell. But yeah, for me it doesn't entice me to go out and like if the rumor's true and we get the Gringotts like bank thing as like with Gringotts, that's a great gift for purchase. That's a tie-in, and I think
that's the time to get it, you see, because there's I mean, I'm hearing rumor wise, and it is just a rumor, that with Gringotts you're potentially going to get a safe of some sort.
Exactly.
But
I think
it makes more sense.
Yeah.
So one goes with the other. Whereas Brickheads, I mean, if Rivendell had come out and they brought out, you know what they could have done? They could have done what they do with Star Wars quite often. Come out with a special polybag minifigure that will only be exclusive to that. And I'll tell you what, they would have driven up their sales.
Yeah.
I would have loved if we would have gotten Gandalf. Because Gandalf is not really part of the Fellowship, but he joins them. He is kind of part of it.
Because even as an investor, if that Gringotts thing is true, like I'm thinking about getting Gringotts straight away because I think that as an investment is worth paying full price for if you're getting that as a gift for purchase. Like I think that's
definitely
great. That will be a great return in 5 years' time or whatever. So yeah, we'll see. I'm interested to see what the May 4th promo is going to be. They were going down the right lines of it last year, but the Aunt Brew figure wasn't something that I was like super keen on. And I'm holding out, I think, on buying the helmets until May 4th, because I'll obviously get Cody Rex and that. So yeah, hopefully there's a good May 4th.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? And it rounds it up to 150 quid quite nicely.
Yeah.
So there we go. Let's pop that in there. I tell you what, Baz, this has got a nice weight on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got. Yeah, that's what Matt was saying earlier. It's got a bit of weight behind it, and it's nice for that reason.
This is well swooshable.
You are right. I was funny you saying it. When I just finished building mine, I was sitting there like looking at it as if say I want to play with this now. But you are right about the bottom. That does fall off quite easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's way too easy. It's 4 studs holding it on. But that needed like an axle or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the part's called. One's at the Jawas, Nick.
Oh, well, on Topic Bricks is that. They're saying hello. And he goes, I thought they stopped at 15% AFOL Day discount. Hasn't last time? No. AFOL Day's next Saturday. And I'll tell you what, folks, if you are in the lug and you are getting AFOL Day next Saturday, or you're interested in buying something on AFOL Day, Lego are you're having to reapply for your AFOL day for next week. So just make sure that you touch base with your lug ASAP. Have you done yours, Tech?
Yeah, I did mine after Gaz reminded me actually after my stream the other day. Sweet. So yeah, thank you, Gaz. And then actually, as I come off the stream, I was like, there was something I was meant to do, and I was about to message Gaz, being like, Gaz, what was it that you needed to write? And Paige had seen it, so she was like, oh yeah. So yeah, but yeah, thank you, Gaz. Appreciate that, man. Because I nearly got stung because I did the reapplying the time before last AFO Day.
Yeah.
And they said then when you did it, you wouldn't have to reapply to it. And then when it come around to it, it did. Luckily, Southampton were being like really nice. And the manager really didn't care. She was just like, I was like, I've got proof that I'm in the lug. And she was like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So, but yeah, it's nice just to have that to be said, not have to worry about it going into it. Because I've got a lot of my my gift cards from the Brick Festival for like displaying at the Brick Festivals. I've got them all sort of built up. So I don't know whether to go and get like a little of the Monkey Kids sets, use my A4 day discount and the vouchers, or whether to hold out for May 4th or not. I don't know.
Yeah, you know when you know. I guess, mate.
Yeah, I'm looking. I think I'm going to go down to Southampton anyway. I think Mark's going to go down there. Brickbods will be there. I don't know if Sam's going to be there.
And is that May the 4th or May the 1st you're going there? Because
no, this is for AFOL Day next week.
Oh, AFOL Day, yeah.
Yeah.
I got yeah. I don't think I don't know if I'm going to buy anything on AFOL Day this year. In all honesty.
Yeah, I'm unsure.
I got about £1,000 coming out for these Bricklink designer sets.
That's fair.
So you know when you sort of I could build other stuff. And, you know what I mean. It doesn't happen very often. You know, I've got to be honest. It doesn't happen very often. Now I've got these bags. I'm trying to work out where these goes.
How many?
2x6
on the engine. On the underneath of the engine, look.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, how have I missed them on both of them? All right, sweet. Cheers, guys.
No worries.
I'm very grateful for Lego that they helped me out with my address for the Bricklink designer program.
Oh, because you would have got sent to your old address.
Yeah.
Oh, that's convenient. Oh man, I'd have been gutted.
Yeah. See what they would have been happy about it, blimey.
Yeah.
They were well happy about that.
But they were really nice. They told me theoretically.
Of course they are.
Yeah,
they're going to be horrible. Oh, bloody Nicole. She's calling up.
I sent it out. Yeah, your problem if you don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
There we go.
You'd have to go and camp outside your old house, wait for the delivery man to come and like intercept them. Like, it's mine, but I don't live here anymore. Don't deliver it to them. Yeah, because there's no. Oh yeah, we'll just send you another copy of those because once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
Gaz is saying Southampton AFOL party.
There we go. Oh yes, go on, Gaz.
Get yourself down there, Gaz. Come on, you know you want to. Party of the Big Bods. What are you thinking of getting, Big Bods, on AFOL Day? If I would get something from the Pabble maybe, but then if I'm only going to the Pabble, is it worth doing it for that? Do you know what I mean? It's like
side as people kind of respond as to what they get for AFOL Day. I did notice on the Lego website now they have the stock checker for the Battersea store.
Have they?
Yeah, I think everything is listed as out of stock, but it must be. Do we know a opening date for that yet?
No, I've even emailed to try and find out when it might be opening.
When he needs to come and cut the ribbon.
But no, I'm like, I said
He's got you there.
I've said to them, you never know. I said I signed an NDA. I'll sign an NDA.
My fee's not that high. I charge you less than I did the people in Ireland.
Yeah, yeah. You haven't got to take the extortionate cost of Aer Lingus into account. It's titled a special Lego AFOL Appreciation Day. Yeah, if you guys, I think they've changed the color of the AFOL sign from purple to red or something like that. The Brick Bods say Greg's got us all tickets. That's 5 times you've dropped stuff on the floor today. What's going on? You got a lot of butter on you. You changed your moisturizer or something?
No, gravity changed.
It's those dodgy Technic pieces. That's what it is.
Right.
I'm all fingers and thumbs like that myself. Big Stage Price says, and then in the body it says you'll receive discount on your purchases. Okay. Some people say, let me have a look. Yeah, if I've got to be honest, the London AFOLs were well on it. They were. They sorted it all out and everything like that. So I was really pleased about that. I tell you what, though, as I like this, I like having these two together. I actually would quite like the idea if he had some sort of I don't know, Mandalorian man cave or something, and he
was turning into Batman all of a sudden.
Exactly. Well, he might as well copy something from them, and then had a couple of different ships for different things. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It could be quite
No,
cool.
he might get his
actually.
own castle. He's got the Star Saber. He might stay in.
I like that castle. What did you think of the castle, the Mandalorian castle, Tech?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was pretty good, wasn't it? Yeah.
Bo-Katan looked pissed, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, what makes me laugh, right? If I was, I mean, I was just thinking, what are the chances of flying down into that castle, walking down that massive corridor, and she happened to be dressed up in a Mandalorian gear. I mean, personally, I'd be in a dressing gown, and then just sitting like that. And I thought, well, there's no way to sit on a throne for a start. And I just thought, I don't know why it's a bit open to the elements and everything. I thought it was, but
draw the curtains.
Yeah, draw the curtains at least. You don't know who's watching out there. That's the thing. It's the thing.
I'll tell you what, though, they got a Barnett much better in this season, didn't they?
It's got a new wig.
Yeah, Barnett looks so much better.
Yeah,
More
that's
truth to
a
the
hair,
animation.
by the way, in case anyone's, it's not a place in London he's referring to. Or High Barnet. I was just, I'm going to High Barnet today. That was code for going for a haircut. But yeah, no, I like this. I mean, as much as I do like the Razor Crest, it's a lovely set. It really is. I do like this. I like this a lot, actually. You got the 4 minifigures in the form of Mando himself, Grogu, and what's her name? It's got Peri or something.
Pelimoto.
Yeah, Pelimoto.
Hello, Moto.
And I quite like the BD droid in this.
Yeah,
he's all right. I think there's good set of minifigures. I mean, it's been said a billion times, and it will be continued to said a billion times until we get a proper dark saber. Yeah, it needs to be something different to that Lego. Just give us, even if it's something ridiculous like a katana from Ninjago or something like that. Here we go. There's even Luke agrees with me. I mean, and there's a little Grogu behind him there. Let's see. Apparently, they were together for 2 years. Tech. Did you realise that?
Oh yeah. I think Gaz was saying about it in was it Gaz? Or no, maybe someone else in this. I can't remember now. Someone said this in the stream. I was like, they did not make that believable enough.
No, it wasn't.
Like,
It
that's
wasn't,
not clearly stated enough.
Yeah.
They would have been better to have that at the beginning of Mando season 3 because it would have felt like more time had passed. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Even just having it in its own series, would have made it feel very separate.
It felt to me like it was just a few days, or like weeks, even a month tops.
Yeah.
What are they saying here? The Brick Boss. He goes, "Ooh, I finally got the A-fold sticker. First time that that part has worked. I was always getting the email, but no sticker. I feel special now. And you got it in your wallet as well. Get your wallet updated too. That's where my one is anyway. It's just going to come out guns blazing, I reckon. Topic Bricks is saying, okay, on the email it's phrased claim your special promotion, and on the form it's described as an exclusive gift with purchase. So he doesn't know. Yeah, that doesn't sound like A-fold day thingies to me. Which lug are you in, Rosie? There we go. Brickapix is have you reapplied via the lug? You do have to reapply for it. It's not exclusively given to you. It's not explicit. You have to explicitly request it. And Rosie says, I'm not in one. I got an invite from a Lego ambassador. Okay. So you might miss out on this one. Well, get it sorted out this time round and you'll have it for next time. But no, I really like this set. I think it's a very cool set. Let me know if you're watching this back, if you'd like me to do another Mando stream, maybe another one in a few weeks' time or something like that. Because I've got the light cruiser to do, Gideon's light cruiser, which I think would be quite a good one to do. You've built that, haven't you, Tech?
I have, yeah. I did strip it for parts for a mock once. It's very big. You need, like, if you plan on displaying it, you do need a big old shelf to fit it in.
Okay, all right. I will bear that in mind.
It's very good.
I've got to start cracking through some modulars as well. I quite like this bit on the back, actually. This pointy bit. It's quite a cool little piece. I've not seen that in anything before. I probably have, actually, maybe something Ninjago. But I'm not saying it's the perfect design. Baz is certainly going to be changing it up. But I do like the design of the ship, where you get this section here and that there too. But yeah, you've got to be kind of, there is a technique, shall we say, for closing them down. And then you've got the, I don't know, kind of muscle carburetors on top, which would be useless in space, folks, for carburetors, because there ain't no oxygen. And you've got this compartment here as well, where you can put the Darksaber, Mando's jetpack, maybe BD as well, actually.
Where the flux capacitor is, isn't it?
That's it, the flux capacitor. That's where they go. They always go under the canopy. They really do. Honestly, folks, when this thing hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious Mando magic even. I like it. The only thing I don't like about it really is this piece here. Every time I touch it, it falls off.
It's in the words of Mando, it's wizard. It just needs a few mods, that's all.
Wizard, yeah, that is the word, isn't it? This is wizard. But it is. What do you guys reckon out there? Is it wizard to you too? What do you think? I like it. I like the way the weight's distributed on it. It's kind of cool. It's got almost like a crabby face as well. It's like a face with almost like a hammer shark head. You know,
hammerhead shark.
Yeah,
hammer shark head.
Hammer shark head. I'm not into my fish like Baz is. There we go. I just created yeah. We'll leave the hammer into tech.
That's the best one I've ever had. That is.
There we go. Oh, God, I just about got out of that with style. What can I say? Anyway, let's have a look and see where everyone is with their builds at the moment. So let's go one down. Lady McBrick, show us what you built. Show us what you built so far. Oh, blimey! It's got skinny legs.
It has skinny legs and no head, but it's taking form slowly.
It is actually. That's pretty good. There's a lot of technique.
Yeah, it is.
But
it's the perfect size.
Is that his back? Is that his backside or his neck?
No, that's the front.
Oh, okay.
That is the back.
Okay. It looks like he's smiling. Oh, a little smile, isn't it? It is. He's smiling. Can you see the smile in it? Look at it.
Oh.
It's got like he's like smiling. It's got the eyes there. When you see it, folks, you see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, all right. Very nice. Good stuff. Are you enjoying that build at the moment?
I absolutely love it. And for me, it's I know the bigger one is always the better one, but for me, it's the perfect size.
Yeah, I've got the same set. I ain't built mine yet. I still got to build mine.
Yeah, they're really good play sets. The play sets are phenomenal. They knocked it out of the park, and then they brought out something so slightly better in the sense of UCS. But if you can't afford the UCS set, it's definitely worth getting. It's a terrific set. Or room, yeah, that's the thing. Space, time, and room, mate. It's always the thing. It really is. And I've got to ask as well, where did you get your T-shirt from? Because that is a very cool Mandalorian top.
Don't tell him, otherwise Greg's gonna have a matching one.
Oh yeah,
you don't want matching clothes with Greg.
I don't wear blouses.
next stream you'll have one on, won't I?
All right, come in. Enough frivolities. Look, so someone's got a Grogu obsession on the go here. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
More elsewhere.
Have you? Oh God, poor little Grogu. What's just out of curiosity? I like your lamp, by the way. You got there. That helmet it looks like the size of the Lego one that's out.
Yeah, it's just one my mum bought me. I don't know where she got it from. I think you probably get them on Amazon and that, but it's just it's nice when the lights all out and just got it dull in the background.
Well, it's nice when you've got a movie on it. It all creates a bit of atmosphere, doesn't it? Which is always nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. So show us what you built then, Baz. I know it's what I've built, but you probably built it right as opposed to me.
I built it right.
Yeah.
Built
I might have to look at one of the engines and reassess that one again.
After all that jip you were giving Solo.
Yeah.
I really did put them on the wrong way around. That was funny because I was jokingly said it, and then I was like, actually, no, he has done it wrong. It was a beautiful moment. So what do you reckon, Baz? I think it's okay.
I've built a few sets in terms of aircraft wise, and I've got to admit, this is the one I want to swish the most.
Oh.
And that's including Kobe sets as well. I just want to switch this one and play with it. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, I do as well. I think the way I don't know if it's
feels nice.
It just feels nice in your hands. It's like that. They're coming in too fast, and all this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I did it. You know what I mean? That's exactly. That's a perfect impression of that moment, Tech. It really is.
Yeah.
It is. But I like it. I think it's really swishable. It's one of those most swishable sets I've built. I've built some. The Star Wars sets are quite swishable, I find.
That's because you spend the first half of the year building your modular.
I know that's true. It's true. It's nice. I've got to get back to building modulars. This is like a detour for me, but it's a nice one. Brickapick says, Nicole, just be careful when displaying him. Mine took a nosedive off the unit. Oh no! I remember when Tech did the most half-hearted push of his AT-AT during his 24 hours.
Yeah, and it still got into pieces, and I still haven't rebuilt it.
He even done it on like an extra fluffy bit of carpet as well. It was like, oh god. But yeah, I do like it. It's a good size, and for the money, I think it's worth it. It's a good set. So I know.
I agree. I agree. When you look at some of these sets, Star Wars wise, aircraft around the same size, could be another £10 on top of this, maybe more.
Yeah.
You think the most recent, or the Rise of Skywalker X-wing was £90 retail? So when you compare that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just feels unfinished. That's the only frustration I have.
Yeah.
I don't even mind the studs though, because to me it's Lego. So Lego is always going to be a caricature of the set it's doing. It's not a model. If it was like a Tammy or Kyosha model or something like that, or whoever does the models, Airfix maybe, I don't know. Then I would be like gripey with them. But it's not. It's Lego. It's an interpretation.
Of course, yeah, I get that. I understand that. I just don't know if it's the OCD sort of want to see it smoothed off. I don't know. I do like some studs, but it's too much there.
I think there's also like a little bit too many greys. Like the ship itself is actually consistently
one grey. Yeah.
Whereas,
exactly.
and I know that's hard to replicate because otherwise it would all be like metallic silver or whatever. But picking like dark grey and then having the accents of the pearl grey might have been better. Not having so much light grey.
Yeah.
And the lip at the front as well. There's no lip at the front.
Yeah.
There's no yellow bar across there like there is on the other one where they left the yellow bars.
Well, let me know what you're going to modify it with, Baz, because I'll be interested to know what you do to it. And that's not nice thing. I quite like looking at sets and modifying, like the cozy house. I'm going to be putting that on a 16 by 16, and that's a 12 by 12.
It won't be much. It's just finishing touches. That's all it needs.
Yeah.
I was just changing a few bits, changing the astromech port, raising it up a little bit. It won't be much because it's a really good set. Just not finished. That's all it is.
Yeah, just not quite finished. But it's not a bad set. And here's a question for all of you on the panel: if they came out of a UCS version of one of these, would you buy it? I would, but I'd want it to be perfect.
Yeah, it might be my first. I've got R2D2. I don't know if he's still classed as UCS. No, it's controversial, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he's UCS. He's UCS.
Yeah, I do have one UCS set, but that might be my first.
It's a ship. As a ship, I mean, if that came with an exclusive Grogu and exclusive Mando, then I'm all in on that for 100%. And also as well, with this N-1 Starfighter, it is a Naboo Starfighter, so it's not like it's the Razor Crest. It's just come out of nowhere, and then they built a UCS set.
Well, he modified it himself, didn't he? Him and Melee, they both modified it to make it like a souped-up version.
Yeah, exactly. And what I like about Mando is that he is actually a good engineer. He's a good technician, so it's cool. All right, let's have a look and see what Tech's done on this magnificent stream. Thanks to all you lovely lot out there. I've ended the survey as well, folks, so we'll be looking at that in a sec. But if you ever just tuned in, we're nearly at 40 thumbs up. So do us a favour, round it up to us, if you don't mind. Thank you. Tech, show us what you got.
I'll be honest, it doesn't look any different. There's a lot of... I did the feet this stream, and then like a lot of it's been making sub-models for the interior, so I can pull some of these out. So you've got the... you've got his like weapons, like his weapons storage...
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good, man. Like that.
I can't get to his bed, but these are pretty cool. These are the little builds for the carbonite.
Nice. Yeah.
But that one.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And is that one gonna just about see that one? And then this part I think is something to do with the hallway. So I'm just putting that there. I also built the bed as well, but I can't quite get that out. It was quite funny.
It's a great set.
I'm loving it.
I would be tempted to put webbing above the bed for Grogu's bed.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm so tempted to do that. Little
net, was there webbing in there? The netting. Yeah.
That you sleep in.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, that's really cool, man. All right, well, this stream has certainly been cool, that's for sure. So let's
awesome.
let's reverse everyone back to where we were, and I'll get rid of that. You've seen enough N-1 Starfighters for one day, folks. I'm sure of it. But yeah, it's been phenomenal today. I've really enjoyed this stream. Thank you, Bazza, for joining. You too, Nicole. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to see you as well, Tech.
Thank you for having me.
And I wish you well. Yeah, thank you, mate. And the lovely Craigster was in a little bit earlier on as well. That was always nice to hang out with Craig. It always is. And of course, there's all
Matt.
And Matt was here as well. Matt, we built his Starfighter in about half hour. Don't forget, folks, he's going to be streaming the foosball stream next Thursday. So do check it out. I think Tech's going to be on that as well. Lady McBrick's going to be there. Yeah.
Greg, shall I take over Matt's duty of reminding you of something?
Oh yes.
Oh yes, that's true. I have ended the survey. The survey is ended.
Okay.
I've ended it early, but you're quite right. Yeah, Matt didn't remind us, is it? It was the bad Matt. I'm only joking. Basically, simple question: Are you a fan of the Lego Star Wars MIDI scale Executor set coming out on May the 1st? And 60% of you said yes. 23% of you said no, and 16% of you were undecided, which is fair enough. I think that's quite a decent response. 55 votes. Thank you so much, everybody, for voting. And thank you so much for all you lovely lot out there for watching this today. It's been really good fun. I do enjoy doing a Saturday kind of early afternoon, early evening stream. I think it's a nice time to do it. I can go down the road now and buy myself some fish and chips. But anyway, I want to say goodbye to some of you lovely lot out there as well, including Topic Bricks. Topic Bricks, lovely to see you. Brickapix, she's out there now. I think she's having Chinese tonight or something. Sounds very lovely and exotic. Brick Bods are out there as well. They're probably having Kentucky Fried Chicken. Probably eating in front of their chickens actually as well, just to make keep them in line. We got Anna Ray's out there. We had Bricking Brood, aka Andrew. He was on London Calling last night. Liz, she was out there too. She sent a wicked picture in last night. Nolan, we're going to do a new thing with Liz. She does some Nolan during the week, sends in the picture, and then we guess what the set is. Minifig Who? He'd been out there too. Gaza, he might even be joining up next Saturday for the party down at the Brick Bods for the AFOL day. And of course, we had Burko Bricks. Anyone else out there? And of course, we had last, but by no means not that Sam Smith. And you know what, folks? On that note, Lego. It's a wonderful thing. It really is, especially if you're a Star Wars fan who's into Mandalorian. And on that note, take care, everyone, and I'll see you very, very soon. Cheerio. This is the way. Bye. Bye. Bye.